a change of pace. We got some new players from the community who are going to be joining me today. We still have Victor here, unfortunately, but but we do have some fresh faces as well. So I'm very excited. We've got 5 players, so hopefully it'll be a bit more manageable today for everybody. We can get a little bit more done, and I won't have to rush anyone or anything as much. Alrighty. So before we really jump into it, make sure you guys like this stream. It really helps push it out to everybody who's obviously watching live streams of Shadowdark. And if you haven't already subscribed, do it now. Do it now,
I
please.
just showed it to a couple of friends. You might actually have an audience for a change.
Maybe. I don't know, man. But today, guys, the players are playing chaotic characters. They are going to be acolytes or cultists. They are followers of Cyric, the god of lies, the Dark One. He's a very famous god in the Forgotten Realms, and he has many rivals. You guys can, if you want to, those of you who are playing today, if you want to join the live stream and just mute it and put it to a different tab, that can always help with the metrics, and also you can kind of keep up with the chat if anybody's typing and whatever else. But anyway, so we've got a bit of an all-rounded cast today, haven't we? We've got fighters, we've got a thief, we've got a wizard, and we've got a cleric. So we've got everything today, which is really nice, because last week we didn't have a wizard, and it really sucked because I prepared a couple of like wizardy things that a wizard to do, a couple of scrolls for them to decipher, and some runes on the wall that they could figure out the meaning to. And that never really happened, but it's all okay because we've got somebody today. The wizard, interestingly enough, is going to be a necromancer. I've given them Animate Dead as a spell, and they were lucky enough to roll a 12 on their talent, so they got to pick their talent, and they picked, what did you pick? Advantage on a spell?
Yes.
And you picked Animate Dead, so you're going to be a top tier necromancer in this game. Obviously, for those of you who are tuning in, you can probably see that we're already on, well, at least I'm on the dungeon screen. The rest of the players currently aren't, but let's get into the introduction. And actually, let me show you guys the cast that we have for today. Look at these fucking psychopaths that we have here. Let me just make sure Gregor's name is visible to everyone. There we go. Look at these psychopaths that we've got here today. Uther, Baldwin, Gregor, Richard, and William. Lovely English names. Love it, guys. Fucking Uther. Okay. Okay, guys.
The theme of the stream is gonna be all my homies hate Uther again.
All my homies hate Uther. We really do. We really do hate Uther. Alrighty, let's put on some music and we can jump into it. We ain't using any Arabian music today. Let's go with this. Oh, actually, let's go with Blue Feather. I really prefer that. So, it's been a number of years since all of you joined the cult. You joined through various places. Tip-offs from tavern keepers, a connection for the Thieves Guild, a position as a wizard's apprentice that went wrong. You all find yourselves fleeting from your past and towards your present. In your present, you find yourselves completing your training. The basic training that all cultists of Cyric must go through in order to receive their boons. And by a boon, I mean new magical powers that will imbue you guys as individuals and make you into something new, something different, something powerful. And this newfound magic, this newfound power, is greatly exciting. I mean, for most of you, you're just fucking commoners, right? Basic individuals. And even through this training, you have gained new skills, you've learned to wield blades, and for some of you, you've learned magic. But your training has now come to an end, and you now find yourself standing before the training master, the individual who has been kind of in charge of all of your training regimes. He's not just the training master, he's also the master of discipline. He's the one who's been whipping and screaming in your faces. His name is Rupert. And we start the session with the following. Rupert approaches you guys as you sit down at a table. You're eating very simple slop. It's not very nice food, actually. It's barely edible. But this is the only food that's really on offer here at the training camp. Rupert comes in and sits down. He's got medium length, greying hair. It's receding a little bit like Richard's hair, but probably a bit more than Richard's. He's got bushy eyebrows and a kind of slack jaw. He kind of always has his mouth open. Bit of a mouth breather, perhaps. But he looks at you all and says, "Well, well, well. Looks like you guys have finally finished your trading." And he now slow claps you guys as he looks at each of you and says that this is just where the fun really starts. For you've got your first assignment, all of you. With that in mind, he now takes out a piece of parchment. It's all wrapped up, and he throws it onto the table for one of you to retrieve and open. Which one of you
will pick it up.
Ufa, you pull it in and open it, and those of you who are on your side of the table are able to glance over and see that it is indeed a map. The map shows the kingdom, the barony of Lionheart, which is to kind of the north of where you guys are currently. And furthermore, it shows a target point, which is a specific temple, a church. One to Kelemvor. Kelemvor is your god's rival. Everything that Kelemvor, is kind of stands to and follows. One sec. I apologize, guys. My notifications went off. Somebody just subscribed and Rikishi's fucking theme music started playing for me. I apologize. But Kelemvor stands for everything that you don't. They are sworn and devote their lives to destroying you and your kind. A lot of Kelemvor followers are born with magic, born with power. They are basically the magical equivalent of being born with a silver spoon. None of you were so fortunate. You had to rip and claw your way from the bottom to where you are now. Reality is, if you see a follower of Kelemvor, they will try to rip you limb from limb, as you are trying to use undead and various other types of illegal magic to your own benefit. But the man, Rupert, continues and says, "The cult has decided that you will be representing us at this location. Right now, as we speak, a teleportation circle is being prepared, and you will be leaving once this conversation is over. I don't imagine all of you will survive. Do you have any questions?"
I have but one. Must we be covert for this operation?
We already have somebody on the inside. They've already set up a teleportation glyph that you'll be teleporting to. It is within the lower floors of the temple.
Zurich is good.
And once you are there, your goal is simple. To extract artifacts, relics, items of importance for us to use against Kelemvor.
Oh, Zurich is good indeed. We will not disappoint.
Do you all understand?
Is there specific object?
Yes, sir.
Are there specific objects? He kind of ponders and he says, as far as I'm aware, there are many things that have been locked down there that have been forgotten about. It seems Kalimvor's followers would rather keep things hidden than actually bestow them upon people of merit and value. Imagine the audacity of a god like that, who wouldn't reward their followers with real power. Cyric is not such a fool.
So a smash and grab, my favourite.
Smash
I have
and
a
grab.
question.
What?
Did our inside man tell us anything about their numbers? What are we to expect?
There are not many, as far as we're aware, but the ones who are there are quite powerful. You would do your best to be cautious with them.
Indeed, indeed.
I see everybody's understanding of this. Your equipment has been prepared. It seems you are already fitted with the appropriate armaments, as he kind of looks at your armor and your weapons. And
Just
he now
next.
turns to Richard and says, as you have been trained in the art of undeath, it is solely on your shoulders, Richard, to cause as much chaos as you can whilst you are there. Whilst there are only 5 of you, you can make many more allies.
Of course. And I will make thousands of people fall below and worship Cyric as the new ultimate god.
He squints at you as if you're maybe trying a little bit too hard, and he looks back to the rest of you and says, remember what the primary job is. Get in, get out. The glyph will only be open for 24 hours. If you do not return, you'll be gone.
Sounds good.
Follow me. Alright guys, so he now gestures for you to follow him. Whilst you are following him, I'd like you guys, I forgot to do this before the stream, but we can do it right now. I'd like you guys to go on Discord, and I want you to change your names, your profile names on my server to what your character name is. And what that will do is it means anybody who's watching along with the stream will know who is speaking. If that makes sense. Because the idea is I have an overlay on my live streams that shows, and you don't need to put in parentheses what your alias name is. That's unnecessary.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of takes up space. Cool. Hopefully it helps everybody who's watching. Sorry about that, guys. Nobody told me, but I kind of noticed it on the overlay, so I figured it would be prudent. But anyway, so you guys are all now brought down to the kind of lower floor. And the idea is this location that you guys have been training in, it is an abandoned mine that has been repurposed as basically like a stronghold for the cult, right? It's kind of up in the hills, tucked away from civilization, and parts of the mine are actually cobblestone rooms, because assumedly it's like a place where they actually process minerals as well. And these are the rooms that you guys have been primarily kind of staying in, along with some of the cave rooms as well. But you're brought down to one of the lower areas, kind of down a mine shaft. And as you guys kind of reach the bottom, you come into a room and you see a ritual circle. You see braziers that have been set up in a kind of circle. They've all been lit, and you see standing next to them and around them are a number of individuals who appear to be members of the cult. They each have some sort of item or tool that allows them to cast magic. Many of them have wands and scepters and staffs, and they are using their joint power, their combined power, in order to create this vast light. I'd say it's a greenish blue light in the center, and it is beaming, and it looks exactly like what you would expect it to. It's a teleportation circle. And it's getting kind of brighter and brighter and brighter as you hear the men and the women in this room chanting for the circle. Chanting words of encouragement and asking Cyric to bless you all in your mission. Rupert is standing idle by as he gets ready to send you guys through. He's kind of been the shepherd of your flock, and now he is potentially sending his lambs to slaughter. Are you guys ready to step through?
Right.
Yes.
Well then,
I go without hesitation.
I
I
straighten my
say
back.
all hail Cyric,
walk
and I
in.
step into the circle.
Hell yeah.
You're trying too hard.
Sooner the bigger ones have gone through, I'll jump through.
Alrighty guys, so with that in mind, you all now step through, and as you do, you feel disoriented, as if you're spinning around at 100 miles an hour. Your eyes roll into the back of your head, as momentarily you are neither here nor there, fleeting between planes of existence. Suddenly, you slam into the earth as you collapse on the ground in a dark space, in a dark room. But you hear the sounds of your companions toppling over alongside you, groaning and moaning as you begin to now all get back to your feet. The room itself is pitch black, apart from dimly lit candles to the south, which appear to be resting on an altar. Does anybody want to light a torch or cast a spell?
Gregor will take the torch out.
Very cool.
Okay.
Mark off a torch. And 1 second, I'm going to start a timer once I bring you guys to the screen, and I'm going to have you guys roll initiative in a second, okay?
Sounds good.
I don't have my phone. I've left my phone on charge. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to really quickly grab my phone. Click on your tokens and roll initiative for me.
Where's my token?
I was just about to say.
The screen is black for me.
Where the fuck am I?
Maybe the portal didn't work.
I says I
I mean, it says I'm
Bring my hands
somewhere
ago.
on the map, but I can't see him.
it's my hands.
Whose goddamn token is this?
Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Inish?
Loki, I'm a
It's-
little confused as to who's who. Oh wait, I found myself. Hey, I found my token, guys.
It's a dark screen for us. Completely
Yeah, we
black.
don't have vision yet.
Do you not? Huh? Is the torch not working? Usually is.
Find your token.
Did you turn the token's vision on?
You don't need to do that. You just need to set the light to bright. Oh wait, I know why you guys can't see. People who are watching the stream don't say shit, alright? You don't fucking know, alright? It's been difficult today. Leave me alone. Alright,
Hey,
we're
people
good.
watching the stream, do you know what the problem might have been? Did he by
Alright.
chance do exactly what I think he did? Did
Alrighty
Loki
guys,
do
you should be able to see your tokens now. Make sure you guys have rolled initiative. Still waiting for one more person.
What a
Thank
quaint
you.
little chamber.
So, with that in mind, as previously stated, one of you did strike a torch, right? Who was that again? It was Gregor?
Gregor.
Okay, so I put it underneath your token. If you want to be able to move yourself and the token at the same time, just drag over, like highlight both you and the torch, and then you'll be able to move them both at the same time. Be aware, guys, you can also move around on the screen with arrow keys. A lot of players don't realize that, but you can use arrow keys on your keyboard to be able to do that. But anyway, go back to your original position, please, Gregor. Ufa, you're up first.
Okay, so first of all, I'd just like to assess this room. It seems like I'm not really seeing any entrances or exits.
Yes,
But
you appear to be blocked in on all sides. There are murals
can I
on...
investigate the altar right there?
I was going to say there are murals on the walls depicting knights in shining armor. There are 6 pedestals, which you guys can see. Right in the center of each of the pedestals, there's actually a pillar. I don't know why it hasn't come up on the map, but they go from floor to ceiling. Other than that, there is an altar, as I said, and there are dimly lit candles on it. You said you want to like check out the altar.
Yeah, if there's anything of interest on there.
Cool. I say for face value, no. But I'll allow you to roll me an intelligence check to see if you can discern anything special about it.
The dice gods are not good today.
You do not find out anything about this, but
What a weird block of stone.
indeed. Baldwin, what would you like to do?
Those pedestals, is there anything particularly unusual about them, or are they just normal?
They're pretty normal. The area itself looks like it's a shrine to some less relevant god. You can't really figure out who the god is on first glance, but the pedestals have nothing on them. You get the impression they've already been looted. But I will say, guys, where you are standing right now, there is a glyph on the ground, and it is currently active. You get the impression that the man on the inside came to this room, marked the ground with the glyph, and maybe they took the stuff that was here. Who knows?
Yeah, smart man. With that, I would turn to the tapestry kind of thing and then see about peering behind them.
Peering behind what?
The tapestries, the
No, there's no
What?
tapestries,
I
they're
just-
murals.
They're murals.
mural. Ah, okay, my bad. I thought.
So it's just like paintings on the wall, right? Like Sistine Chapel type stuff.
Mm.
Okay, so whilst you're thinking, Gregor, what would you like to do?
I get a bit closer to the altar and I lift up the torch, telling Richard, maybe you should have a look on that place. And I try to also study what's on the altar itself.
Cool. Yeah, so I will say that you start looking over it with Ufa. It seems like the altar itself is dedicated to Helm the Watcher, who's also a very important god. He's just not really a god that is very associated with Kelemvor. But it doesn't appear as if it has been consecrated to Helm. It actually seems as if it's been consecrated to your god. I'm not going to use the word desecrated with you guys because that is usually a negative word. I would say that your
The bad guys.
Cyric's magic is upon this altar.
We should find a way out of this room. Take a
quick-
step and that's it.
Allow me to utter a quick prayer to Cyric.
Yeah, roll me a wisdom check.
All right, one quick prayer to Cyric coming right up. Well, it's very quick.
You do a prayer. And William, what would you like to do?
I would like to search the columns and the walls, maybe for like a hidden compartment or like hidden button, I guess.
Okay, so you start looking around. What about you, Richard? What are you doing whilst William's doing that?
I'm going to listen to Gregor's advice, and I am going to examine the altar.
Cool. You can roll me an intelligence check to see if you discern anything. I will say you do have
Sounds
advantage
good.
on this check.
Oof, 11.
So, what I've already stated is very clear to you. This has been consecrated to Cyric, this altar, It is currently under your god's watchful eye. This is a safe place for you and your brothers in arms. Anywhere outside of this room is not. I will
It's
say.
quite
Yeah, go on.
sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it. I'll jump in afterwards.
Richard looks at the group and says, "It's quite possible that we needed this place to be in this sort of manner." He says, trying his best to sort of explain it to the non-casters of the group. I do believe that this place is consecrated towards Cyric so that we could easily teleport into here.
Indeed.
Worth mentioning that as you're saying all of this, William, you find a secret passageway leading north.
All right.
Well,
Guys, I found something here. I'll just
ah,
point out.
Cyric is good. Good job, William. You've proven your worth once again. Open it.
So guys, I allow you guys to move freeform now, respecting the rules of 6 squares. Unless you want to dash, you can move 6 squares from where you were previously.
You sure I went 6 squares?
And if you would like to perform an action whilst you are all moving as one, you can type what you want to do in the chat. This is a quick way of us being able to move without having to get bogged down too much. You can open the door by just clicking on the door if you're standing next to it, and yeah, just opening it.
Brilliant.
Okay, guys. So you see a
Wherever you go
corridor ahead. The walls seem to be much less grand than the room that you were previously in. It's just very basic, ancient, cobblestone brickwork. But you can see that there's another dead end ahead. You get the impression that it's not a dead end.
Can I check for traps?
You may, yeah. I'd say, what do you think the check is for that? I very rarely get people trying to check for traps in Shadowdark. People just walk into them. I'd say.
I'm guessing intelligence.
See, yeah, but wisdom's used for spotting, right?
Oh,
Would it be?
actually, I'd like to also try to check for traps then.
I think maybe wisdom for spotting it, intelligence for figuring out how to disarm it. If you need to roll for that, or if you can just figure it out from what I say. Nice,
Cyric
right?
is good.
Cyric is good. You got a 12 and you got a 22. You don't see any traps ahead. You may move forward.
Gregor, you take point.
I'll just tell my friends to stay back a bit, so I'll scout ahead. Can I try to be a bit sneaky about it?
Sure, yeah. Roll me a dex check for
Like,
stealth.
I very carefully walk.
Do I get
towards
advantage on that
the-
because I'm a thief? Wasn't there
You do.
something about that?
You do.
Alright, nice.
also, I'd
You
like to.
Thieves get advantage on anything that makes sense for a thief to have advantage on, basically.
Okay, so I'd like to while we're going through the tunnel, or the corridor, I wanna kind of glide my hand on the brickwork, kind of see if there's any secret passages on those walls.
Yeah, sure. You start touching the walls. You guys standing right behind William, be aware he is trying to be stealthy right now. So if you're going to stand right behind him, you might ruin his stealth. Or you might need to roll yourselves. If you are quite a stealthy character, if you've got a good dexterity, you can always roll a stealth check too. And join William at the front. Just be mindful of that. So, Ufa, you don't find any passageways on the side, but William, you find the way in order to open up this wall. And the interesting thing is the wall itself is actually just a door. It just looks like a wall. So you're able to just kind of push the door open.
I suppose I will do that.
Wait, before you open any other passages, we should figure out the order in which we must go. If there are any Kalimvor worshippers behind that door, they could kill you. You're squishy and weak.
How about I open the door?
Very well hidden.
I
But-
will stand by Gregor, if that is all right.
I mean, just... me scout ahead, Very well hidden. They will not see me coming.
But the light.
You're the one wielding the light, Gregor.
But we have a torch. They will see the light as soon as you open the door. What good is hiding?
Indeed.
About
Well,
you get back. I
Yes.
open the door.
Gregor, I have an idea. Snuff out your torch, because if there's Kalimvor worshippers in there, they'll have lit the room up themselves.
All right.
it is,
We can stick to shadows.
One
although
moment.
that might seem like a plausible idea, we're not quite sure what we're gonna see lying ahead over here. Are you sure you want to be obscured in darkness?
I left the torch in the other room. I carefully place it on the ground. All right. Open the door.
I can't really click the button.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
It's
was
dark
gonna,
now.
I just realized none
I
of us can
can't
see the
even
door
see
now.
the door anymore.
Oh, God. Could you bring the torch a little close?
There you go.
Right there it is.
So, you open the door, and you see 3 figures standing to the east, having a conversation. They don't seem to have noticed you nor your company yet. But every moment you stand here, every word you say, they could hear it.
I'll just scout ahead.
Okay. As you start moving forward, I want another stealth check as you're moving out into the open.
Another one.
Yeah, because you're moving out into the open currently. 12. Okay. Where do you want to move?
Behind this pillar.
Behind the pillar. Good idea. So you end your
And I'll
turn
just
behind the pillar.
around to my friends and like show like a 3 and then point in the direction they're standing because they probably can't see them yet. It's like with hand signs.
Cool.
More worshippers over there.
Alright, Richard, you're next in the initiative. Be aware, guys, this is round 3. I've just started rolling for random encounters. This is not a random encounter, this is a pre-planned situation, these three priests. But Richard, what do you want to do?
I am going to try to move slightly enough to see them. Do you want me to roll the stealth check?
I would like you to, yeah. If you're moving out into the open, I'd like a stealth check.
Alright, I'm gonna move right here, where I'm currently at, and I'm gonna try to peek. I'm
Cool.
gonna click on the stealth. Oof.
So, as you kind of peek out and glance in their direction, you accidentally push the door a little bit further, and it starts to creak loudly. So much so that 2 of the men now turn in your direction. What do you do as they begin to look in your direction?
Do I get an action?
You have an action, you have movement.
I sort of look back into my memories as I remember a wise man once told me to cause as much chaos as possible. So I am going to cast the web spell, a tier 2 wizard spell. Last 5 rounds, rings far. I can create a near-sized cube of sticky, dense spiderweb within the spell's rings. A creature stuck in the web can't move and must succeed on a strength check versus my spellcasting check to free itself.
Cool.
Let's see
Yes.
if I can succeed on this.
Yeah, let's see if you can succeed. So it's a 12.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
Ooh,
it shoots out from your magical device. What are you wielding? Are you wielding like a wand or
a staff.
A staff. So it shoots out from your staff. And how big's the area?
It does not say. It says near size, so maybe 5 feet, I believe, just to target one.
Near, close, far. Yeah, I believe so. So it targets one of them, I'm pretty sure.
All right, I'll choose the closest one to me.
It's web, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It would be
Actually,
like
I do have the spells up right now, so I'm just quickly going down. Near-sized cube of sticky, dense.
That like be the
There's 8 creatures stuck in it. Yeah.
Wouldn't that like be the square you choose and then like the neighboring squares?
It doesn't say that.
But that's near, right? Near's like right next to.
Seems like
like
you
one
can just.
square.
Just seems that you can basically catch somebody in one square. Yeah, you can just stop them, right? Doesn't seem to be as powerful as normal web is. I guess the same way that Fireball isn't as powerful in Shadowdark as it is in
Hold on.
5e.
So, like, wait, how big is the near-sized area again?
Near size
5 feet.
is 5 feet.
So within 5 feet from the point of casting, I'd argue.
You'd argue that?
Yeah, I'd argue
Well,
that.
Yeah,
I wish it was a bit more specific.
Fireball is also near-sized
Oh,
cube,
that's
so
purposefully
maybe
so. It's like what the DM says, so you get to decide.
It does say cube, doesn't it? It does say cube, and it doesn't say like 1 point that you choose, right? So I think that makes sense. Yeah, I like the idea of it being 15 by 15. So maybe
Alright.
this, if you want
sounds good. Thank you.
Cool.
With a near-sized cube, right?
Yeah, near size cube. So
I just looked it up. It's 30 by 30.
but what?
Apparently.
What? Does it go close, near, far in Shadowdark, or is it? I think that's right, isn't it? Close, near, far. Is it a 30-foot cube? You're kidding.
And no, I just
Wait,
checked.
why would it be 30 foot?
It said it's set. But it's your judgment, so.
No,
it's
let's
not-
go. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. It is a tier 2 spell, to be fair.
Oof.
So with that in mind, you shoot out. It's not even just a bit of web. It's almost like fucking confetti coming out of your staff as it just sprays, maybe like a fire extinguisher, towards these three priests, and they get completely just doused in web. Let's just read. A creature stuck in a web can't move and must succeed on a strength check versus spell casting check to free itself. Cool. So that is what's happened. I will say, guys, I do need to now roll initiative. It is,
Sounds good.
and you know what? I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative. Let me just delete you guys from the order.
Give me a good one.
Oh,
Give me
I
a good
got
one.
so much
Yes.
before.
There we go.
Get to go
That's
first.
good. It's fine.
Oh, Baldwin, what the fuck? You're stealing my thunder here, man.
Just slightly.
Fuck you. Oh, come
Whoa.
on, William. I thought we were friends.
Look at these flaccid rolls. So, all 3 of the men are stuck currently in the webs, and Baldwin, you have the initiative. What do you want to do?
I'm still quite far in the shadows. Could I? Actually, there's no real point in that. I will pop out there and sort of ready my short bow, but not intending to fire yet. I want the others to act first, see what they want to do.
Yeah, just so you guys know, ready action, which is a thing in 5e, isn't a thing in Shadowdark. So
Yeah,
that
that's
means
fine.
you're just skipping a turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Just making sure. William.
Alright, so I would like to dash from this pillar behind which I'm hiding to the next. Just like whilst I'm running between the pillars, just shoot like a singular arrow, like from hiding on one of the followers.
Sure, yeah, you've got advantage on your shot. Pick your target and go for a
It's
shot with
also
advantage.
a sneak attack, right?
It is a sneak attack. So you do an
Alright,
additional
then I'll-
dice damage, don't you?
Yeah, no, 3 additional dice damage.
Oh, really? Because you're like level
Yeah.
4? Oh, man.
Alright, but I
You have
get to reroll
advantage?
the attack roll. Yeah. This would be very underwhelming if it wasn't. Alright, so 13.
13 does hit.
That's 13 points of damage.
Against which one?
The one closest behind, like closest away. Furthest
Cool.
away. What am I saying? Furthest away.
Furthest away, okay. So with that in mind, you fire a shot, it flies through the air, it goes between 2 of the men and hits the third guy right in the throat, and he just drops to the ground. He's dead. First blood to William. Luck point to you, as Cyric smiles upon you, William.
Alright, nice. So can I try to hide behind the second pillar?
You can't
then
hide any. Hide isn't.
Another?
I'm pretty sure hiding is an action,
Alright.
so you
Then I'll
can't.
just stand behind that and just
Yeah. Ufa.
try to not get any returning fire.
Okay,
anyway.
let's see. So, Uther's gonna just rush on out. He's gonna hold his holy symbol, which is this 8-pointed star on a necklace. Zurich, burn the flesh of the unbelievers. I'm gonna cast Smite on the closest one.
Cool.
Come on, let's see this. Yes! I
Nice.
love casting spells. Yes, he's 5 damage. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, he's dead. Fantastic. Zurich is good.
Over to Gregor.
They're starting without me. He goes and gets his torch and then dashes towards the action. Only
Hell
reaching
yeah.
this far.
Very good. One of the monks who was going to be able to act is now dead. And on fire. And I imagine the webs are also on fire now, so this guy's starting to burn. He's screaming. Needs to be killed quickly, otherwise he might attract attention, guys. Richard.
Alright. Richard sort of looks at the group and remembers some of his scholarly research. The god of lies, he says, sort of thinking to himself. He decides to bluff as he's going to say it out loud. As a follower of Lolth, I casted webs upon thee, he sort of says towards the last member. I sort of look towards the group. Are we killing them or obtaining information?
The faster he's dead, the better. I'd say.
Sounds
Kill them.
good. I'm going to magic
Strike,
missile,
strike.
which
Alright.
naturally has advantage. Oh, I succeed anyways.
Okay.
This would be a D4. I'll just roll my staff for that, since it's a D4 anyways. 4 damage.
Very cool. He's dead as well. Combat is over.
Sort of looks towards the group and say, let's get as many followers as we can. Shall we?
We could have questioned them for a layout.
We could.
We'll
But-
question the next badge we capture.
I'm gonna sort of walk.
Zurich has been-
Huh?
Let's just make the dead speak, Necromancer.
I am going to animate dead now. I have to go within the web, right? I'm gonna like use my staff to sort of like whack the web in front of me. At least this part.
I feel like the web is gonna burn away since I hit it
Yep.
with the smite.
Yeah, it is starting to burn. The web is. But yeah, you do need to touch the creature that you wanna do. So you kind of step into the web, you reach down, and yeah, you want to try and animate one of them.
Yes, I'm gonna try to animate this one right here.
All right, go for it.
I believe this would be a success.
That is a success.
Instead of walking deeper into the web, would you like me to use a grappling hook to pull the others closer?
Well, the web's burnt away, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Moo. As one of them now rises as a zombie.
Charming.
These creatures are quite unintelligible.
Should
Would you
mark
like
it-
me to?
Should you give it a token marker to make sure that we understand that that's the undead one?
Sure.
Question for the DM. What's your ruling on the animate dead? It does not specify whether you could have more than one undead creature
Oh, you
at a
can,
given time.
you can have an army, depending on how many
Okay,
times you
sounds good.
succeed.
I'm gonna try to do it towards this one right here now. Succeeds.
Zurich is good.
I sort of look towards the group
Whoa.
and say, I don't want to reach my limit quite yet, and these were quite weak, so I'll leave it at 2 for now.
Hey, men, look around. Maybe there's something to steal.
I like that icon actually, that's a good one. Cool, so Richard's acted. That would have been like two rounds. Be careful not to drag other torches and stuff. Make sure you only drag your torch and your token, please, Gregor.
I'd like to see if the living corpses have anything on them real quick.
Yeah.
Loot them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can roll me a treasure check.
Okay.
Whilst you're doing that, Baldwin, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing for me. Damn.
Baldwin, what are you doing?
I'll be looking towards the east, making sure no one's gonna pop up on us.
Cool. Feel free to reposition yourself in such a place where you have a good line of sight, and you can roll me a wisdom check for spotting.
Up
While
next
should-
to the base of the stairs.
And whilst you're doing that, William, what are you doing?
Alright, yeah. So I'm just, trying to in case anyone new arrives, trying to be a bit hidden and also advance a bit and look around the corner here. Still
Cool.
stand there, but look around the corner, to see what's down there.
Cool. You can either stealth
I'm assuming-
or you can roll me a spot check. One or the other.
I'll just stealth and just take a glance at what I can see down there.
Cool. Yeah, you do see obviously the corridor continues on. You don't see any enemies approaching. It seems quiet.
So is it supposed to be that dark? Alright.
Let me check. On that corridor, yes, it is, but there should be
Alright.
some light here. There we are. And there'll also be some light down here as well. There we are. Fantastic.
That's a very long corridor.
It is. It really is. Let me just quickly set up some more torches very quickly. But I will say, Baldwin, as you're going to look off to the east, you see to the far right side of this chamber, there is kind of a raised platform with a stone table on it. And resting upon it, you see a glimmering jewel, a gem. But it's very...
I've got to have that.
almost the size of your fist.
What is it, Baldwin?
A payday.
Careful. Just because these are worshippers of Kalimvor doesn't mean they don't fight dirty. I'd advise you look out for any nasty surprises.
Do you think I could shoot it off in case it's a pressure plate underneath it?
If you've got a bow, I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah, let's try. Just a random short bow attack?
Yep. Yeah, you fire a shot. It hits the gemstone and it flies off of the table and onto the floor. Nothing happens.
I say it's safe to pick up then.
Well, you got-
I would say so.
Well, you proceed with that. I'm going to check the non-standing corpse.
Yeah, if you want to check that one, you can roll me a treasure check for that one as well.
Come on. Yes! Eric is good.
You can roll me a D100 for what treasure you find.
Alright. That is an 81.
An 81. Okay, let's have a look. It is... Ah, that's quite cool. So this guy had a satchel, and it seems he has something quite unusual in it. It is a gold monkey idol with a ruby gripped in its teeth.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps he is some sort of collector. You can add that to your sheet.
Well, it's mine now.
It's worth 1 experience point to every player, so you can add 1 XP.
Oh! We're already 140 above the way there.
Yeah. But I will say, just to keep everything moving, Baldwin, if you want to go and collect the gemstone, you can do so.
Yep.
Richard,
No traps on the way, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Yes.
seems to be okay. You pick up the gemstone, and you get the Jewel of Kelimvor. You roll a critical success on an 18 to 20.
Jeez.
Peculiar idol I found.
I will
Right.
say it does need to be equipped and wielded in order to be able to do it. How it can be wielded is really up to you. There is some creativity. The idea is it could be a pummel of a blade, it could be put around your neck, it could be
Hold it,
attached to a staff, something like
hold it in
that.
your teeth.
Yeah, I'll take some of the rope out that I've got in my pouch and make it into a necklace.
Cool.
What did you
Right.
find there, Baldwin?
Something shiny. I feel a bit more damaging with it.
Well, that's a first.
We'll say, guys, I want to keep things moving. Do we all want to regroup? That is a mechanic of Shadowdark.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it'd be best if we regroup.
Where do you want to regroup?
Yep.
Let's
Possibly right next to Aurelia.
Yeah, if you want to regroup on William, you can do so.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's regroup on William.
Let's do that.
You see anything?
All quiet. There's a light at the end of the corridor.
There's a lot
Haven't
of
seen
corridors
anything
with a lot of
faster than-
light.
So I suppose I can scout ahead again with my stealth.
We have some
Yeah.
cannon fodder this time.
I've got an idea. Did these guys have robes on them?
They do. They're wearing vestments.
Can a vestment go over a chainmail?
Yeah, I don't see why it couldn't.
Then Gregor is going to go and try to quickly strip this guy. It doesn't. The vestment doesn't have to be in good condition. I'm just going to throw it over me to make myself look a little bit like one of these monks.
I like it, yeah.
All right.
There is a third one that is, is dead, so you could always, just strip him of his robe, and put it on over yourself.
And with the robe on top of me, I'm going to just walk with my torch across this spot, looking up and down the corridor.
You look up and down the corridor, and it seems empty. You get the impression, guys, that you have teleported to the lower floor of the temple, into the equivalent of like the crypt or the mausoleum. Of course, there's not going to be many people down here, but there could be other things.
You probably would
Corpses.
want the corpses that we have living right here to take stand in the front, just in case they fall into any trap or anything of the sort.
That is an excellent idea. And I say we check the northern corridor first. Seems like the longest one here, so by doing that, we at least eliminate more work of our plate in the future.
Sounds good.
Or, Richard, can you send the dead guys walking? I'll go with them. We'll be a trio out on a walk.
I'm okay with that. Do you mind if we have the Skella buddies up here?
Sure.
Have them
They-
take walk.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna-
if you guys want to do me a favor, click on your tokens for me. Or initiative. Get you into some sort of soft initiative order that I can kind of use as a tracker.
Sounds good.
I obviously would like you guys to be quick with your turns, because it just keeps the pace moving efficiently.
Richard, that's the wrong yin.
That's intelligence, not initiative. But I will add you manually.
Also, I would like to just real quick point out that whilst Uther is walking down the corridor, he's gonna keep his hand on the wall in case there's any surprises on there.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay, so everybody's
going to-
rolled. I'll put the monks, the undead monks, on initiative 20 and have them go first, just to keep things easy. But I guess you guys are ready to kind of move forward. They're going to move 15, 20, 25, stop there. Alright, Baldwin. What do you want to do?
I'll move up behind the group.
Cool.
There isn't much more I can do.
Yeah, good. William?
I'll just like slightly stick behind this torchbearer in the shadows and like try to you know, be a bit more hidden.
Sure.
That's literally my only thing I have going for me.
Cool. Roll me a stealth check then if you want to stay hidden. Just pick a location. And Richard, what do you want to do?
I'm just going to keep an eye out while having the undead sort of not only take watch, but kind of be fodder in case we do walk into any traps. Can I roll a wisdom for perception?
Yeah, you can. And I will say, just so you know, you have raised these monks as your servants. They will serve you and do and carry out the orders that you wish. If you die, they will go rogue. Just be aware.
Understood.
Interesting enough, if you go unconscious, I think they would protect your body. But if you die, the magic that's going to connect to you guys will dissipate, but not enough for them to just cease to exist. They will just go rogue and act like mindless undead, which is why it's good you guys have a cleric, because turn undead still works.
Excellent.
And I will say, I will add a caveat to turn undead that you can also use it to control undead. So if they fail, you can just take control of them, which is an interesting thought. But yeah, you're spotting Richard, very good. Ufa?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be walking behind the undead, keeping somewhat of a distance from them, and all the while pressing my hand on the wall, just kind of seeing if there's anything that kind of hints at there being, like secret compartments, any kinds of secret levers, buttons, doors.
Cool. So you're kind of leaning on the wall and you're kind of moving along, and
Yes.
as you get to the point that you're at, you feel one of the bricks is kind of sticking out of the wall slightly.
Oh. Can I press it down?
Yeah. You're gonna push it in. As you do, reveals a doorway.
Oh. Perfect. Gregor, come.
Still got a bit of movement, right? So you can always move down a little bit as well. But yeah, Gregor, it's your turn.
There might be a treasure room here. Gregor, not thinking much, opens the door.
But I
Open the door.
I'm gonna make him some room so he can actually stand in the doorway.
So I will say, you look into the room, and you see shelves. Is what you see as you start walking down this kind of narrow corridor, and there are boxes and
Jackpot.
bags.
Come,
It seems to be a
guys.
storage room.
And I go a bit deeper in. And and I will dash a little bit inside, since the idea of finding loot is getting me all worked up. And and I finish here.
Very good. Round 8. The monks. Do you want them to continue, Richard, or do you want them to stop where they are?
I actually want them to stop where they are, sort of just
Okay.
to keep watch. If they see anything, I want them to sort of
Moan.
signal something with their groans.
Moo. Alright, cool. So over to Baldwin then.
Since it's all shadowy all the way up, I will sneakily make my way. Wait, that's probably too far. I can get to about there before I run out of movement. I'll be doing that quietly, sneakily.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. Roll a stealth check.
Stealth check.
William.
I'm also just going to move up with the rest.
Nice.
Try to stay hidden still.
Yeah, roll another stealthy check. And over to Richard.
Alright. I'll start stealthing myself as well, just because I don't want to reveal William's spot.
Alrighty. And over to Ufa then.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into the room with Gregor. Kinda look about the place, still feeling the walls with a paranoid touch, because this place is seeming like it's a trove of secrets.
Well, you're on his square, so can you move off it, please?
Oh, wait, sorry, he looked like he was a square below me.
Ah, well, maybe I need to reload. Maybe you need to reload. One of us needs to.
Oh,
But I will say the walls are actually there's lots of shelves on the pressed against the walls. So it's it's really difficult to kind of press against a lot of the walls here. Apart from there isn't one to the north of where Gregor is, but just kind of like around the room, there are lots of these kind of shelving units. I'll just kind of draw them quickly for you, so you can kind of see what I mean.
Gregor,
Hmm.
we should try moving the shelves.
All right.
At
You point, I push.
I will say there are lots of boxes, and you can see like bits of gold and silver on these shelves. There seems to be things of value here in this room.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. You push that shelf in front of you in any direction you fancy for now, and I'm going to check one of these shelves. Come to Papa. Can I make a treasure roll?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right, let's see.
Cool. So, based on the fact that you are the first person to roll a treasure roll in this room, you find a magical item. The magical item is the brooch of protection. Let me add this in.
A fanciful little thing.
It's posted a bit weird. It is a potential get out of jail free card.
Ooh, yeah, I'm putting that on.
You may do so, and I will say, guys, it is worth 5 experience points. Add 5 XP to your sheets. Good item to find. I didn't actually give an XP value for the gemstone, did I?
Nope.
That is an additional 5, so you should all be on 11 experience points right now.
Fuck yeah, we're already 4 feet
Nice.
away there. This place is awesome.
Alright, guys. So that's Ufa's turn. Gregor?
I'm not spending any time pushing these shelves. Seeing Uther get something shiny, I start looking for treasure as well.
Roll your treasure hunt check. Oh, you do find something? It's a D100, please.
We're gonna be fucking loaded.
There seems to be some like old heirlooms and trinkets here. And it seems, Ufa was quick to find the shiniest and prettiest of all the items that could be found here. But you yourself have found something as well. Let's have a look exactly what it is. It is... Oh, 93 is pretty good. Oh, okay! It is a magic wand. And it has a tier 2 spell on it. Worth 100 gold pieces. I'd say that's equivalent to 3 experience points.
I give a shout, Richard! Richard, get in here! And I end my turn. Taking one step up so that the torch will shine some light so that the guys can get in.
Very good. Round 9, everybody. Let me roll a check. It's the zombies who stand on duty. So over to Baldwin. What do you want to do?
How far are the zombies us in front of us? Because we can't actually see them.
They are moaning and groaning 5 feet in front of you.
I will very quietly just edge in front of them to peer around these 2 corners. So just moving ahead to look around these corners, see what's ahead.
Yeah,
of
so
them.
you kind of peer out and you see that there's a doorway to your right. There's a corridor that continues to your left. The corridor to the left actually has a mosaiced floor, and it's quite pretty. You get the impression it's leading to quite an extravagant place, you would probably imagine. To the north, there is a very large circular room with a domed roof. You can kind of see it as you kind of glance up. There are torches lit in there, and there is a big iron door to the northern side of that room.
Do I hear any voices coming down from any of these directions?
It's very quiet, very still.
Oh, well, kind of expect that for a crypt, but that's a good sign. I'll finish my turn off there then.
Very cool. I'm just going to very quickly have, I believe it was Gregor who found the wand. So Gregor, I'd like you to roll me a d12 for what the spell is that's on this wand. 2. Oh my god. Alter self.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Holy shit.
And it's just I'm pretty sure it works like every other spell. You get access to that spell through your wand. When you fail, you can't cast it again for the rest of the day. Right. It's nice and simple. I will say there is supposed to be something else to this wand, which is just a feature. It's just, I guess it's how it looks. I'll roll that. Keep it nice and quick. 4. Yeah, okay, so it's made of polished wood. Very sweet. It's a tier 1. Very nice. Okay, cool. Good to know. So, over to William.
All right. I think I will join my comrades in the big treasure room and see if I can get some trinkets or baubles.
Hold,
Maybe
William!
search this.
Look for traps. It might be dangerous here.
Can I do that instead?
Sure.
Or maybe
yeah.
like look for traps whilst looking for treasure. Is that an option?
Let's see what you roll. Roll me a
Alright, sure, sounds
wisdom
good.
check with advantage.
Oh, wisdom, right? All right.
Oh, natural 20.
Well,
So it's interesting that you've been just told to do that, as you suddenly come across a kind of tiny little crossbow that's been kind of fixed in one of the shelves, right? And it already has a bolt in it. It's a trap, but it's not a trap. It's not an intentional trap. It's just been set up, and there's weight on the pressure plate. And as you look at it, you realize that somebody could have accidentally set it off and hurt themselves. So you just quickly take the bolt out, you disarm it. There is no worry. That was gonna. If one of you had failed to look for something in this room, it would have gone off. So, good job, William.
Good job, William.
Oh, I think you just saved our lives.
oh. Good call. All right. Can I still search for treasures, or is that
I will say you did roll a natural 20, so I will have you roll a treasure check as well.
All right, nice. With advantage. No, just kidding.
Avery unfortunately does fail. And you get the impression that all of the good stuff has already been taken. Richard.
I am going to go in myself. And I am going Richard's going to have a devilish grin as he's going to check the bookshelf right here and see if he can find any treasure himself. Anything that looks nefariously evil.
I will say, Gregor is holding a magical wand and he's just looking at you.
I sort of look at
wanting to have a chat with you.
I look at Gregor and I say, we can have this conversation in a bit. We might not have too much time, I say. I do sort of eye that wand with thirst. However, he is hoping he could find any potential books in here, as he is a lore connoisseur.
You start looking for stuff in here, and as your turn comes to an end, you find nothing of value.
Understood.
Ufa.
Okay, so you said that there was a shelf north of Gregor.
The northeast. I said there isn't actually one to the north of him.
There isn't one here?
No.
Well, that's weird. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, there's one right here as well.
Can I just like start getting all touchy feeling with the wall again?
Yeah, you do. You find
Oh
something.
my fucking god!
I feel like you're watching the stream. There's no way you can be this lucky.
I don't even have YouTube open right now.
You better not. Otherwise you're not playing anymore. I don't like cheaters.
Hey, where's Baldwin?
Probably with the zombies. Let me just pop this open.
You see a corridor. It's quite wide.
Ooh.
Leads down. And as you kind of look down, and you kind of, see what you see, suddenly two individuals walk out from the right side, but they're both facing away from you, and they're kind of walking to the north.
Okay, so I'm just not gonna move. I'm gonna hope for the best.
They kind of both step out and then immediately begin to move north. They're going to end their turns on the edge of this light. I'm going to roll their initiatives.
Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze.
They both rolled a 0. What the fuck? How do you do that? It is actually 1 minus 1 as well. Like, it's not like a fuck up or something. So these individuals seem to have better equipment on. They have weapons to their side. These appear to be Doom Guides. That's what the kind of entry level priests of Kelemvor wear. And these guys are basically the equivalent of what you guys are in the cult. So I will say,
I had a nefarious idea.
your turn is over. It's now Gregor's turn. What do you want to do, Gregor? I'm going to skip your turn.
I look at Uther and Richard trying to see whether they would be willing to go slaughter these unbelievers.
Oh, more than anything in the world, but how on earth will we reach them?
I put the torch down, covering it with my robe, so to snuff it out in hopes that I won't give us away, and I end my turn doing this.
Okay. Over to Baldwin.
Kind of taking some time, realizing the party's not coming up this way. I'll retreat backwards to where they are.
Okay, so that's 10, 20, 30. Do you want to dash?
Yeah, I'll just dash into that room. I don't know that guys are sneaking.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. William, what do you want to do? Feel free to roleplay if you guys want to as well. If you guys have anything you want to say on your turns, if you want to try and strike a conversation with another player character.
When I enter the room, I'll tell him about the more sacred floor up ahead. Seems like something could be rich up there.
We've got company.
William, what do you want to do?
Noticed us yet?
Oh, not yet.
Does it look like? Then I'll just be on standby, like try to sneak and stand by the side of the door.
Cool. Richard, you look out and you can see the two men, and they are moving northward. They're moving away from you guys.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Richard?
What do you want to do? We'll
You can just let
ask
them
the
pass
guy
if you
that-
wish.
We could, but Richard has more nefarious ideas. He is going to use his staff to cast another web right here.
Cool.
I am going to roll. Oof. That fails.
With that in mind, you try to swing your staff, but this time the web doesn't burst forth. It seems you have lost access to that spell. With that in mind, Zufus' turn.
Okay, so. Okay, hold on. Hold
10
on, I need to check
seconds.
the I just need to check the range on. Ah, damn it! The range for smite is near. That's not great. Okay, hold on.
If it's close, near, far, it's 30 feet.
Okay, so hold on. I just need to check how.
So you need to move a little bit further forward.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick to the darkness, and I'm going to smite the unbeliever right there.
Go for it. Goes off.
Oh.
1 point of damage. Suddenly, one of the men kind of gasps in pain. They both look around and notice the light flickering from the entryway to the south. They can see Richard, and they can see the shadows of the rest of you, and they realize, holy shit, there are enemies here. Gregor, what do you want to do?
Oh shit! I grab my spear and I run a little bit up, and I throw my spear at the first guy.
You just had to you just had to bring the torch with you. You just had to bring the torch.
Of course, I need to see, and I throw my spear towards this guy.
You could
Cool.
have seen fine enough. Now we're.
And the spear is flying.
It does. It hits for 2 points of damage.
I assume
Now-
we're gonna be rolling initiative now.
And a step closer, end of turn.
Oh, you guys are already in initiative.
I mean, fair enough.
And they're on initiative 0, so they're up next.
Why don't you come on over here and fight the enemies of your faith, face to face?
Like
But the men-
real men.
The men turn around and they see you, but they see there's quite a few of you. And one says to the other, "Intruders, tell the knights. They'll take care of them." And
Oh.
the man nods, and this one runs off.
Oh, hell no!
This man here, realizing that he is going to martyr himself for Kalimvor, turns towards you all. And he is going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
How cheeky.
So he's got a +2. Natural 20. Yeah, he'll double the effect. So rather than being a +2, it'll be a +4 to his AC.
Son of a bitch!
Focus spell, right? Yeah. Pretty sure. Oh, it says 5 rounds. It's 5 rounds. That's really cool. Okay. This lasts for 5 rounds. Nice. So with that in mind, he now puts his hands together and says, "Kalimvor, protect me! And suddenly this aura of energy now begins to kind of form around him, and he now opens his eyes, solemn breath. He now looks at you with conviction, as if he's going to hold the line against you motherfuckers. Round 11. Aldwin.
Popping out through the door, seeing if I can thread the needle of my short bow and aim straight for him.
You can go for a shot.
That's a 10, I guess misses.
Shoots by. I love the idea that it's a pretty accurate shot, but it ricochets off the magical force field around him.
Turns out he actually has got a bit of protection on him. I thought the other gods were fake.
The interesting thing is, the gods in this world are very real. Or at least that's the perception. Whether it's actually the god that's giving you the power, or if it's you giving yourself the power, miracles happen all the time. So whenever you do roll a natural 20 on a spell, you think, holy shit, Cyric, you fucking Chad daddy. Thank you. Thank you for blessing me. But William, over to you.
Right. So the other guy is out of vision too, right?
Division, sorry, what?
So the other guy, we can't see the other guy who just ran off, right?
You just ran off, yeah.
Alright. So I suppose I'll just like step up and try to like get a sneak attack on this guy.
I'd say no sneak attack. Reason why is because he's looking in the direction of you guys. You aren't flanking him or anything like that.
Alright, sure.
I don't think he's surprised that you stepped out.
Yeah, no, because I just like rolled a dex check last round to like stand behind this wall, but it's fine.
Yeah, if an enemy came from a different direction, you would have had it, but not this direction.
Alright, sure. I did not select my token. I'll just shoot a normal shot then. This is
16. 16 misses. Just misses. Imagine you aim right for its head, his head, and it ricochets off the force field. And he says, "You will have to do better than that to break down this shield, the shield of Kalimvor."
Challenge accepted.
That's my
Richard.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Making sure I'm not muted. Okay, perfect. So I had a question. I can't see it right now, but the door over here, was it open last time Richard remembers?
Yes, and your zombies are out there. What's still waiting?
I'm gonna
for commands.
echo as I'm gonna command them to run forwards and attack any creature that they see. As long as it's a foe.
Well, I mean, it's
I am-
chaotic, pretty sure.
He's
Doing
already
that
put in
as a
check.
distraction to cause any chaos, unless it's gonna run into a wall, then fuck me. And I'm going to magic missile, since I sort of see the Shield of Faith. May I roll an intelligence check to know what spell it is, or would I know by default?
Yeah, roll intelligence check.
As a wizard, oh, never mind. I was gonna try to pry in for advantage, but I guess it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
a Shield of Faith.
I will say,
Interesting.
I like the fact you didn't metagame, so I'm going to give you a luck point as Cyric
you.
smiles upon you. I will say it is Shield of Faith. He has a magical aura around himself which improves his armor class.
This might be a reach, but since I crit, would I be able to know that it's much more powerful than a regular Shield of Faith?
Yes.
Alright, I sort of look at the Shield of Faith and I sort of say, this must be a priest. His god might have granted him a strong aim towards his spell. Alas, perhaps I saw magic missile. I say, as I am going to roll a magic missile, and because it's magic missile, I
Advantage.
naturally have advantage. I succeed anyways with the
Yeah, it
12.
hits.
All right.
It
that
doesn't
should
go
be-
against the AC. You just got to succeed the spell, don't you? So,
Yeah.
all right.
As
See how
I
much damage
did-
you do.
3 damage. I sort of look towards the creature, the being, and I sort of say, "Surrender yourself, or you will indeed die. Your god has no max against my spells."
It's worth
That is a
mentioning.
threat.
He puts up his hands, and you just blow off one of his hands with the arcane missile. and he begins screaming and shouting. His blood is just gushing out. He's got 1 hit point, guys.
Richard
Okay.
smiles as he licks his lips in disgust.
You know
Ufa.
what? Okay, so Uther is going to step up. Then he raises his holy symbol. Nobody likes a martyr. And smites
Nice.
him,
You smite him. Very fucking good.
blowing up his head with divine flames. Well, unholy, but you know, fire's fire.
It's at this point, as this guy drops to the ground, you just hear a scream from what you assume is the other man. It sounds like the zombies got him, or at least are upon him. But he's still alive, and he's still screaming.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Those fucking zombies better fucking get him, or I swear to God.
Okay, once that is going to make some attacks on the behest of the zombies. Which is a D20 plus 2. Oh, natural 20.
Come on, zombie, come on. Come on, be a good zombie now.
And you hear screaming as it seems one of the zombies got its mark.
Well then, your corpse servants shall feast good today.
Combat is over, guys.
That was almost too easy.
If you
Good
guys
work,
would,
Uther.
if you guys would like to regroup on Ufa and roleplay, now's your opportunity.
Sounds good. I'm going to immediately animate dead on this dead corpse.
Cool.
What?
Succeeds.
Uther, come. Let's check out where did they come from. Maybe they have some loot here.
You were right, but there could also be more of these pathetic Calamvurites.
We can take them as long as there are none of those knights they mentioned. And I feel as if we should hurry up. We have some loot. There was no mention of how much loot we need to bring back, but I would rather return alive.
We must find more of their artifacts and reliquary.
Speaking of artifacts, Gregor, I believe you found something quite interesting.
Maybe. Adept is adept. Here you go. And I hand over the wand.
I'm going to examine it. Can I roll an intelligence check to see what type of wand it is?
Sure. Roll intelligence check, and I'll give you any information that is relevant.
Sounds
You
good.
fool. It's for 49 gold pieces you got a stick of wood.
Yeah, Gregor wins. Gregor wins. You give him the stick, you know, in exchange for the gold that was previously given to equip you, and you're none the wiser. But Richard, you have found a magical wand, which gives you +1 to casting spells. It also allows you to cast a spell, Alter Self, which allows you to change your appearance.
This is worth the 49 gold. You can't find this in any regular shop. Question. Never mind. I just realized that was a dumb question. Ignore me.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So,
Let's proceed.
yeah, feel free to move 6 squares, guys, into the room ahead. I'll
Sure,
give
you're
you a
standing on
description
top
as
of
you
me.
do so.
As I'm moving in, I'm scanning the room and looking for any signs of like traps. I'm mainly looking on the western wall.
Cool. So this room here that you guys have gone into is a room of magic. You see glyphs written, etched into the walls. You see a few murals depicting spellcasters, priests of Kelemthor doing rituals. And you see here, in the center of the room, some sort of ritual square, a ritual platform that is marked with iconography and more glyphs.
May I examine them while also commanding my undead creature, the current one right here, to kind of keep watch? I sort of don't know what happened to my other undead. I kind of assume they're dead, and Richard, quite frankly, doesn't care too much about dead bodies.
Yeah. As I say before, it's kind of like, there's glyphs on there, so I just kind of drew some little crude patterns to kind of give you an understanding of kind of what is really going on here. But yeah, you start kind of analyzing this area, and you kind of realize very quickly that this is a divination room. It's described with ruins, and there are soothsaying implements in this room. I imagine there's probably a couple of some more of kind of what you saw in the other room. These shelves around the room. There we are.
Gregor would head over to the shelves over here and look for any valuables.
Cool. So you're doing that. You can roll me a d6. What about Baldwin?
I'll probably follow Gregor then.
Cool. What about William?
I'll check for traps.
Okay. What about Uther?
I am gonna check these shelves over here for valuables.
Okay. You do find a lot of herbs kind of in pots in this room. Things that are like hallucinogenics and similar stuff. There's also like candles, and there are pieces of silver. Nothing too expensive, nothing really worth a gear slot, right? Nothing really worth throwing into your backpacks or whatever else, your satchels. But yeah, if you're looking for something, Baldwin, you can roll me a treasure check and see if you find anything.
Give me something good.
You guys don't seem to really find much in this room so far, and you're not too sure if there really is much to be found. But I will say, Richard, based on your intelligence check, or I don't know if that was that intelligence check for what's in the center.
I haven't rolled yet. Sorry.
Did you want to roll now?
Yes.
We'll see what you roll.
Oof.
14.
Better than.
Mine had just cut out.
So, so this platform in the center empowers people who cast divination spells, and basically the first divination spell that you cast each day has advantage whilst you kind of stand on this platform. If you're wondering what divination spells are, it's things like scrying, it's things like sending, spells which require you to be able to like see things that you can't normally see, interact with other, fucking locations and planes of existence, that kind of stuff. I'd say spells like Prophecy, which is a 5th level tier 5 spell. Really fucking cool spell, which allows you to communicate with your god. That would be the kind of thing that could be done in here.
Fascinating. It's unfortunate I don't have any spells quite like that. I'm not a priest. They're quite
Richard.
fascinating profession.
What is this thing? Do you let us know as well that this is?
Yes. I will. As soon as my character finishes monologue, and he sort of looks towards the priest of the group, and he says, "This is more suited towards your alley," as Richard sort of explains everything that Loki just said.
I walk a bit up towards the platform and I start to unzip my pants. How about we give a little surprise for these maggots? Uther, how about we destroy their beautiful little platform? Isn't this a bit
I
of...
mean, I mean, if you want me to destroy it, just tell me to hammer it. That's really unnecessary.
I spit on the platform and I start to take a piss as well.
I'm just gonna spit out my hammer and I'm gonna hit the altar thing.
Okay.
Hey, watch for the chunks flying! Jeez Louise, I'm trying to take a piss here.
Whilst this is going on, William, what are you doing?
Ask if I can check for traps. My internet cut out right after, so.
Yeah, no worries. I was
I'm not
just
sure
waiting
what
for you to.
happened to
I was waiting for you to come back. Just roll me a check to see wisdom.
Alright.
Okay. So you start looking around, seeing if there's any traps. I mean, do you want to move to locations that you're looking? Obviously, respecting the 6 square rule.
These
Yes.
shelves.
So you look
I
around.
know
You look
what to
around the
have another-
shelves.
Crossbow.
Yeah, Baldwin was messing around with the shelves, and as you kind of walk up, one of the pots falls off the shelf, and you catch it before it hits the ground and smashes really loudly. You just kind of put it back on the shelf again.
I might not do that.
So. Nothing
So-
really here.
Not particularly, but I will say there does appear to be a passageway to the north of this room. Is there anything else you guys would like to do whilst you are here?
I would like to go towards the undead priest and retrieve my spear from him. I'm guessing the spear is still sticking out from him.
Yeah, you just pull it out of. He just stands out. You just walk up and just pull it out of him.
Thank you, mate. Hey guys, shall we head north? Or maybe we should start heading back south. There might be some more rooms to explore, and the guy was running towards north.
Well, it's funny you should mention another room. Look south.
Let's have a vote. North or south?
Whilst they're doing that, can I check for if I can find any treasure in the
Sure. Roll me a treasure check. Be aware, guys, there are locations where there's pre-designed treasure. There are also places where there is a random opportunity to gain treasure. This is one of those locations. Yeah, you found something. It's the only thing that can be found here. Roll me a D100. Okay. 29. Let's have a look. It is... Oh, that's nice. So you found a pair of short swords. They appear to be elven in craft. They're worth 14 gold pieces. Unfortunately, that is not worth any experience. They are definitely very nice, and they can be used.
Oh, are there like 1 inventory slots, or do I need to clear up 2 to actually carry that home?
If a short sword is 1 gear slot, then yes, you would need 2 gear slots to carry them.
Right. Does anyone want my torch?
You can give me your torch, and I take William's torch, and I use my torch to light his torch, and I throw my old one away.
Yeah, I was going to say it's about to go out. So yeah, you snuff, you light the other one, you throw the other one on the ground. You've now got a new torch. 1 second, guys. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour. All right, you guys are good.
Perfect.
Alright.
And I suppose I'll also ask if anyone wants another elven short sword that I've just found here.
Hell no.
I could take one.
I'm incapable of holding such disgusting blades.
Cool. So yeah, William, you can give one to Baldwin.
Alright, I'll give it to Baldwin. I'm sure we can use this for like nefarious rituals or something.
Hell yeah, man.
Find their use.
So where do you guys want to go?
Yeah.
North, south, or west?
I mean, I kind of want to check the room in the south
Sacrifice for
now.
Cedric.
That's new. This is new. I wanna check down here.
Let's go
Cool.
south.
Cool. So feel free to move 6 squares, and if you have any actions you want to perform, type them in the chat, and roll the dice that's appropriate for it. For
I
example,
look south and try to
stealth.
remember.
There you go.
Try to remember if we've been here. I have a feeling like we're walking in circles, but I might be wrong.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep an eye out for basically any noises. Like do a spot check. So. Oh damn. Okay. That's not happening.
Cool. The room is empty. It appears to be a central temple built to accommodate rituals. A ritual circle here. It doesn't appear to be designed for divination. It's designed for any form of magic. Moo.
Well, there's a door further south.
Let's go.
We're about to go in a big circle, I think.
I put my hand on one of the pillars, trying to feel whether it's wobbly. Are they strong, sturdy?
Yeah, the pillars in this room are incredibly strong and sturdy.
If we could find a way to leave them a little present once we leave, we could maybe bring the whole place down. That would be nice.
But that would be a little bit too convenient.
Maybe.
Time is
Shall we-
ticking by. Is there anything you want to do in here, or are you ready to move on?
Yeah.
There are no. You get the impression that maybe the men that you saw moving past, they might have come from this room, even out of the room that you were just in.
I say we start turning back. They might have been heading for something pretty important.
Yeah, like the knights that could blow our heads off.
Oh, but the knights can't blow our heads off. I can blow their heads off, though.
Whilst they're doing their thing, I'll maybe like already go up and
Yeah.
scout ahead. If there's anything up there, still hidden with my dexterity.
Yeah, so if you want to dash to move to the northern side, and then on the following turn you can start stealthing.
Jeez. Alright, let's head north, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright guys, next round, you can move 6 squares, or you can dash for 12. If you have an action you want to perform, if you're doing 6, let me know. Otherwise,
Doing 6 and...
I will just skip the turn. The idea, guys, is we're moving round by round, and every couple of rounds, 2 or 3 or sometimes 1 round, I roll for random encounters, and that just allows things to happen quite sandboxy. But guys, you're in a place underground. There's obviously not a lot of human life. There appear to be traps down here and stuff like that. But if you do come across enemies, you know, the idea is it's probably not going to be good. Cool, that's another turn done. You may move again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna keep listening for anyone who could possibly come up on us.
Very cool. So you're kind of looking to the rear.
Just kind of.
William sneaking in. The
Can I
room
see
ahead,
anything?
the room is actually dark. There's no torchlight in this room. It's pitch black. Which is kind of a good sign. Means there probably won't be any humans here.
Probably a good sign.
Yeah, so now the next round. And we will actually just start the turn order from here. Oh, a bit too quick on the draw there, Gregor. Baldwin, what do you want to do?
I'll step into the lights. 6. There isn't much I can see, but can I hear anything? Probably not.
It is silent in here. You can't hear anything.
But that'll be everything until more light comes in here.
Okay. Over to William.
I will maybe try to keep like in the corners of the room, trying to just be hidden in case anything or anyone comes to visit us. Wait for the others.
Okay. What about you, Richard?
I am going to command my undead to move a little more forwards. And I'm going to look over here and look at the rune from this angle, since I don't believe I got to see it from the back.
Okay. You look at it from this angle. I mean, it's clearly a very interesting room. The walls are obviously depicting these followers of Kellenvor conducting rituals. But nothing else really strikes out too much to you as you kind of look around. Ufa.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Gonna start heading into this room. Still keeping an eye on the rear. You know, there's always a wise idea to keep an eye on the rear.
Yeah, definitely.
Or, as my vulgar friends would say, it's always good to watch your ass.
Rega.
I step into the room, looking around. I still have some movement. I come over here and I examine this table without touching it, thinking back to how William found a trap.
That is a sarcophagi.
Ooh. You know
Oh,
what that means?
It's a sarcophagus. It's a big, like, coffin made of stone.
Oh,
right.
oh! There could be a relic inside of it.
There could be a body
Yeah.
inside of it.
And the body might have a relic.
I studied the writings on it, if there are any, whether it says something like, "Here lies Bob."
Here lies Bob. Yeah, so you start reading around, and this appears to be the crypt of a high priest.
Cha-ching, boys! Come
This is my
quickly.
mother, the builder.
And I end my turn.
You end your turn. Okay, Baldwin.
Not very skilled at this, but I'm going to try and take the lid of sarcophagus off, see how this goes.
Uh-oh.
Right, so you're gonna come up alongside, and what class are you playing again?
Thief, so I'm going to fail.
True. I don't know if thieves are expertise in tomb robbing, but you're just gonna try and pry it open. Are you using any implements, or are you just trying to like push off the lid?
I'll use that elven short sword I got in the last room, so... Do you want me to roll
Cool.
a strength for that?
Yeah, I'd like you to roll a strength check, and I'll give you advantage as you're kind of prying it off with the short sword.
An 8
You-
or a 1?
It'd be advantage, so it'd be an 8.
Yeah.
So I'd say you bend the short sword, and you do not remove the lid.
I'm just going to lob the short sword at the side and be like, well, I tried. At least we know there's no traps.
Oh,
Baldwin. You should eat more meat.
Okay.
Well, if the training grounds provided more meat, I would have.
All right, William.
I don't trust the situation at all. Can I make out any traps in the room that might have been set off, or could still be set off?
Sure.
I guess I'll also walk up to the sarcophagus a bit and like, try to examine it more closely for like traps. But maybe there's also hidden switch, right?
Yeah, roll a wisdom check.
All right.
You get the impression that the sarcophagus itself is heavily trapped. It's covered in glyphs along the base. Any wizard would spot that very, very quickly. The three of you are not wizards, but you are good at spotting. The magic on this sarcophagus seems powerful. If it was set off, it could kill you.
I'll like definitely scream, "Get back, everyone!"
You're not able to really discern off of looking at it exactly how to disarm it. Magic is strange. Perhaps a spell that removes magic would work. There could be something else around the room that could help you figure it out as you now glance towards the 4 pillars that are stationary in each corner of the room. Richard, what do you want to do?
Richard is going to move up 6 feet. Does he spot anything? Should I roll a wisdom?
Yeah, so you obviously hear what William says, and you kind of look over at the sarcophagi, and you can see some of the glyphs like stated on the bottom, and it's been warded. It's been protected against tomb robbers, and
Can I get it?
it seems to be warded against chaos or men with evil intent.
Oh man, we're both of those things.
Sort of relay this information to the group. Can I roll an intelligence check to see if there's any way to remove the ward?
Yes, sure.
And after that, do you mind if I use the bathroom?
You may.
Thank you. I will probably be right back in about 4 minutes. The bathroom is like upstairs.
No worries.
Just
10
straight
is
to the big time.
a 10 is very flaccid, and unfortunately you are not able to discern much about how you can disarm this trap. You do think, though, perhaps it's worth using one of the guinea pigs. And that's all I will say.
Guinea pigs. The Doom Guide.
Ufa.
Okay, well, okay. Before we start, using guinea pigs to try and pry this thing open without blowing up ourselves or something like that. So let's see. I'm just gonna real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna move right there, and I'm gonna see if I can desecrate it myself in a way that'll kind of at least dampen the effects of the.
How do you want to desecrate it? You're gonna write Ufa Wazir on the side of it.
Hold up. What was it? Is there a name inscribed on the sarcophagus?
Yes, there is actually, and the name that's kind of positioned on the side is Isaac.
Isaac, eh?
High Priest Isaac. Long may he rest. Okay, seems you're thinking, so we'll move on to Gregor.
Yeah, I am still thinking.
I don't like these magical things. I go towards the pillar and I study it to see if it's got some runes on it as well. Richard mentioned that there might be ways to, or William mentioned there might be ways to disarm this foul magic.
Whilst you're kind of playing around with the pillar, you realise that a part of it can be turned on its axis, the same way that a piece of meat would rotate on like a rotisserie.
Interesting.
Bob.
I make almost a circle around it to see if it's got any interesting runes to give me an idea in which direction it should be turned.
Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can discern that information. Seems clockwise would do the trick. It seems to be the only way it can be turned.
Looking around, I'm feeling very confident. I turn one of this pillar clockwise.
And as you turn it all the way around, you notice some of the glyphs on the base of this sarcophagi begin to flicker, and then they go out.
What did you do?
It's called strategy. It's using your head. And I nod towards Richard.
You used your head. You. I'm
Over to
sorry,
Baldwin.
I just find that hard to believe, Gregor.
Well, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I would like to let you know that I've got feelings as well. And you just hurt my feelings.
Over to Baldwin.
I'm just quietly laughing away at what's going on over there. Are there still runes left on the sarcophagus, though?
Yes, there are, and a lot of them are lit up currently.
Lit? Is it
Yeah, like
activated?
yeah, they're all activated on the base, but it's very dimly lit. You have to
Oh,
like
okay.
be looking at it to see it, but some of them have gone out since Gregor twisted one of the pillars.
Very quickly moving away because I don't like lit glyphs. Is this pillar rotatable as well?
Yes.
I will do the same as what Gregor did.
Cool. Moo.
Shut up!
The zombie starts moving away towards the south.
What?
What?
What? Where's it going? Richard, get your undead beast under control. It could blow our cover.
We might have company.
Company. From who? Who could possibly... Oh, don't tell me. I'm gonna get my shield and mace ready in case there's Kellamvorites coming our way.
Alright. So Richard, you're back. Your zombie suddenly started making noise and started moving south. And many other members of the party have noticed as well, the zombie moving away, and so have you, definitely. It is now William's turn, though. What do you want to do, William?
I will expect, like, since we are expecting company, move to the back of the room, and like maybe like try to hide behind a pillar to get like a cheap shot at anyone
Yeah, I like that.
walking into the room. Is that
Yeah,
good
so
position to be in?
yeah, this is a good position, and the one thing I'm trying to state before is that when you're grouped up and you're hiding, you can't really hide in plain sight when the enemy is already looking in your direction, right? If you're hiding behind cover, that's cool. If you're hiding to the side of your allies, that's fine. You can pop out and shoot them like you did in the other room. But if you're literally grouped up with the rest of the team, you can't sneak attack people. You know, you've got to
Yeah, that
actually
makes
be
sense.
surprising them. So I just want to
And that's
make sure
what
that's
I'm
clear.
asking, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. You're behind
Alright.
cover. You're not right next to Baldwin. As long as Baldwin doesn't stand next to you out in the open, you're good. But yeah, you're hiding. Richard, over to you.
Alright. I'm going to move 30 feet as I examine my undead, and I'm going to cast onto myself the spell known as invisibility.
Invisibility. Very cool.
Works.
Invisibility.
Works.
Nice. So you're now invisible?
Yes, as I'm going to stalk my own undead creature.
Nice.
Should last about 10 rounds, so I think that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I've added a little icon to you for invisibility. 10 rounds. You got to track
Mhm.
that then.
Sounds good.
Okay, over to Ufa.
Okay, so I am glad that you asked. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just set myself up right around here, so that when somebody steps, if anyone steps through, well, they'll get a face full of mace, won't they?
Yeah. Suppose they will. Alright, so you're going to stand there. You want to roll a hide check? Self check?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Although I'm gonna be rolling it. I have disadvantage because I have chainmail, right?
Yes. Alright, over to Gregor.
Gregor goes over to this side and tries rotating this pillar.
You're starting to feel a bit tired from turning all these pillars. I'm going to let you try to do this one, but it's going to require a strength check, Gregor.
As soon as I get my torch moved away.
And I assume, being a dex fighter, you do not have strength grit, right? So
I actually I did write it down and I did choose strength
then you have advantage on this check.
because
has not served you well, as you fail to turn it this time. It seems you need help, Gregor. You can't do this by
Baldwin,
yourself.
come, give me a hand.
If you need a hand, just ask me.
Uther, give me a hand.
Was
All
that
right,
so
Baldwin.
The undead walking away. Would it be possible for me to make an intelligence or wisdom check to see if it's fleeing from the sarcophagus or just going AWOL?
Go on, it's going AWOL.
Oh, it's just going AWOL. Okay. With that done, in my inventory I have a flask of oil. I'm gonna douse around the sarcophagus with oil just to be safe. Would that be okay?
Yep.
Okay, and then with that done, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think I've got an action to sneak, so I'll stay there.
Cool. So yeah, the zombie at this point is just rushed out of the room to the south and has gone round the corner. And Richard, you know, you've done the spell, the raised dead spell on creatures before. They usually listen to you unless they hear something or they see something. Zombies are very like hunger driven, very like, and they are very sensory based. If they hear something, if they smell something, they're basically like bloodhounds, but just not as good, right? They're not as good as that. But if somebody's not being very careful, they will probably hear it, and usually they will give chase unless you reel them in. That's kind of your job as a necromancer, to kind of reel in your undead if they start going kind of crazy. Otherwise, it'd be really OP to have undead if you could just make them do whatever you want, whenever you want to. They'd be like robots. Undead are definitely not like robots.
That's fair.
But William, it is your turn.
Right. So, has the pillar I'm on been turned yet?
I think it has, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I turned it the last round.
Yeah, that was Baldwin.
So any pillars that haven't been turned yet?
Well, the ones on the left, basically, the western ones.
Oh, alright. So I suppose I'll just walk over
Okay.
the next pillar.
Already? Over to Richard then.
All right, I'm gonna continue to go towards the direction of my undead.
Cool, yeah. So 10, 20, 30,
Sorry.
40, 50, 60. You can hear them moaning to your left, around the corner.
Sounds good. I have 8. After this, I should have 8 turns.
Okay, good to know. Now over to Ufa.
Okay, so I'm gonna step on over to this pillar and I'm gonna start turning it. Just
Yeah, and because you're not really tired, Greg has been shifting quite like 2 of them already.
yeah, and I'm also stronger than Gregor. That's also an important thing to point out.
It is, yeah, and you just managed to turn it. No problem. Just require your action to do so.
upstaged.
McGregor did 2 by himself, but it'd be what it be. Well, one of them, all right, at least. You shift that one, Ufa, and it's now over to Gregor.
Alright. Be ready for anything. William, will you give me a hand? You grab the pillar from that end, I grab it from here. Can we try to do it together somehow?
Yeah, for a second, William doesn't really have his action anymore because he dashed over there, but I like the idea that he just kind of helps you push it around and you don't need to roll a check. You manage to push them around and you now notice all the glyphs on the base of the sarcophagi go out. It seems it is no longer magically trapped, guys.
Nice. Uther, we might need your strong muscles to lift the lid afterwards. And I end my turn.
Cool. Round 22. Over to Baldwin.
I'm kind of just peering around, like, nothing's popped on that, which isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna just take my time and examine it for physical traps, not magical, because usually when there's one trap that's like that, there might be something else.
Cool. Yeah, roll me a wisdom check. With advantage as you're a thief.
17.
So you notice that the edges. Like if you tried to put your fingers underneath and like lift off the lid, the edges are actually serrated. So you would cut your fingers quite badly if you tried to do that.
Oh,
That's what you understand.
I will let the others know about that. So don't lift under it, push it.
All right.
Okay, it's over to William.
So the sarcophagus is still like covered with. I'll also walk up to the coffin. So it is so there is like serrated. What do you say? Like serrated blades on the coffin lid, so we can't just open it, right?
Yeah, it's like
get that
on,
right?
on the inside. If you try to hook your fingers between the lid and the actual sarcophagi, you would cut your fingers.
So hold on, let me just check my inventory. Can I use one of my iron spikes to kind of lever the thing open without like using my hands to actually get on that?
I really should have brought them as well. I didn't think of that.
Also, like pass one to Baldwin so that we can try together.
Yeah, if you both want to work together and just try and remove it.
So
Yeah.
would that require a check or would it just open
Yes,
up?
I'd say you both need to roll a check, but I will lower the DC class because you guys are working together. Strength check.
So,
Oh,
Good
I'm
roll from
strong
Pip.
this time
Nice
round.
roll.
Wow.
Wow.
So you guys push off the lid, and a huge plume of smoke, or not smoke, sorry, like dust kind of fills the air, like a dust cloud, and you all kind of cough, right?
Oh, I was expecting sneezing.
And as you look inside, you see a well-dressed priest, or at least the skeleton of one, and to his side you see a staff. The staff. And I want you to roll some checks for me as you found a magical item.
Oh boy.
I'm going to need... I'll have William and Baldwin roll these checks, as this is you guys who've kind of made this possible. William, roll me a 2d6. 6. Cool. And can I get... saying that, actually, we did already have a wand. So, actually, can you roll me a d6, please, Baldwin, for what type of magical item this will be? The staff can just be normal. Okay, this is a bit more interesting. This could actually be something that everybody or anyone could use. It is utility. It's a utility item. Can I have William roll a d20 for what type of utility item it is? And I will start writing this in the chat. D20 from William, please. Is William here? There we go. It is an amulet. Can you roll a d20 as well, Baldwin?
So it went from a staff to an amulet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's made of basilisk hide. I think there is a staff, but I think it's just like a staff, right?
It's just a stick in a tomb, basically.
Yeah. It's made of basilisk hide. This amulet. I would like... Let's have everybody else roll as well, because I think it's a bit more interesting. Let's have Gregor roll a d12. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, it is the Amulet of Movement, made of basilisk hide, and it allows you to move without being hindered by any form of difficult terrain. Down here in a dungeon, that could include rubble, that could include spiders' webs, things like that.
I think William would be the best
That's
advantage
for me, right?
that. I've
Yeah.
already got an amulet, so
What a fanciful little relic you
But
found.
let's take up an inventory slot, right?
It does. I'd also like the two of you, William and Baldwin, to each roll me a D100 for just a random piece of treasure that's found inside as well. As this guy does obviously have trinkets and all sorts in here.
Trinkets and baubles.
Yeah.
I might actually have to drop something if it's...
Eight form blood.
Okay, so this seems to be a warrior priest. So there's a staff in here, but there's also a great sword as well.
Hey, yo.
Yep, that's completely useless for me.
12 GP value on that sword.
Ooh. Can I have that?
Yeah, I mean, no one else is going to use it.
There is a steel-banded wooden shield in here as well.
He was a warrior priest, and apparently strong enough to wield a greatsword one-handed.
Oh yeah, man. Maybe he wielded the staff in one hand and the shield in the other, and then he like switched to a two-hander if he needed to. That makes sense.
Or he did both.
Yeah,
Might have
bro.
been- he might
He
have been
wielded a great
badass.
sword with one foot, man. He just held it with his toes.
The shield he just held up with a sheer force of will.
Hey, can I get the shield, please? And maybe someone can
Yeah,
carry
sure.
this torch.
And I'll just like throw it to him.
I'll catch it.
So, Richard, you kind of follow
Like
your...
roll on the floor like a disc.
I will say you do follow your zombie. And as you kind of turn the corner, you're still invisible, right? I think it's been probably about 2 turns. So whatever you were on, take 2 turns from it. You suddenly notice 2 men appear from the darkness. And with swords in hand, they swing and strike down your zombie. I'm going to quickly make some attacks.
Oh no. I suddenly... My priestly sense is tingling. Someone's about to do something really stupid.
With that in mind, they swing and just hack down this zombie that has kind of run into them. And they now step over, and you hear a very brief conversation as one of them says, "Gilroy, come with me. We're gonna find these heretics and slay them before they put their mitts on anything else they shouldn't." And the man says, "No problem. After you." Birdman runs forward and joins them as well. This moment, I want you guys to re-roll initiative.
Whoops.
Int.
Damn.
They're just
Wow,
next to each other.
aren't you the smartest of cookies?
Well, very smart.
Have a cookie.
Okay, there we go.
Fine.
Initiatives have been rolled. And it's over to Gregor.
Guys, I would like to keep the shield. Can one of you take the torch?
I could take it, I just need a melee weapon of some kind. I kind of broke my short sword.
Well, tough luck. Now, where did this wizard of ours go? Where's Richard?
Went after one of his went after one of his dead men.
I have a feeling that we should soon leave this place. Unless one of you wants to desecrate the tomb of this holy man.
I
I'm
feel
all
like,
out of this.
Trevor, with all due respect, I feel like we've discovered enough. The cult will be pleased with our haul, and they'll be pleased to know that we have killed Kelemvarites.
Alright, then let's head out.
Indeed, but first we need to find Richard.
I get all the way over here.
Okay, so it's you move forwards. It's now Richard's turn, and Richard, you see these men. They look like knights. They are wielding bastard swords, and they have holy symbols of like a balancing scales around their neck. And these are knights of Kelemvor, and actually more specifically, they are members of a holy order by the looks of them. So they're not just followers of Kelemvor. These are like holy knights.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I roll an intelligence check to know whether the properties of invisibility also obscures the sound of movement?
Ooh, that's a good point. I'd say, with the fact that they are moving in your direction, you will need to roll a stealth check. But if they do hear you, it will be like, what's that? Not, oh, there's an enemy there. It's more like they'll be on more higher alert that maybe there's somebody nearby.
That'd be very
Right.
confusing.
I'm going to move.
It's kind of the same way that, like, in Harry Potter, Snape kind of heard something, so he put his hand out to try and reach for Harry through the cloak, and, like, he was like,
Mhm.
who the fuck's there? So, yeah, they kind of noted, one of them stops and says, do you hear that? There's some sort of trickery afoot, men. Be on your guard.
Is it possible for me to move further?
I mean, you can dash.
There's like a wall there?
It's south now.
Oh.
You can see the light, can't you? You can see the light of the torch, like, to the south.
Oh, I can see it now. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah, so you move
Alright,
up.
let me just 20. Okay, so I moved like 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, end my turn.
Cool. Over to Baldwin.
Stow my short bow, pull out a butter knife, and take the torch.
Nice.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull myself down there. Can I dash
Nice.
actually?
Of course you can, yeah.
I do go for picking up the wrong tokens. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, I've just plunged people in the darkness. Good luck over there, and that's everything.
Ufa.
Alright. So, naturally, I'm gonna have to go and find our precious little necromancer, so I'm gonna try to stick as close to Baldwin as possible. Might want to move a little slower. We don't know what kind of trouble he might find himself in.
Worth mentioning, guys, and I think you guys have the right mind of it. Necromancers are quite rare in the cult, and to have one who is as proficient at raising dead as your boy is, like, he's definitely valuable to the order, to the cult.
He's more valuable to the
He's a
order than
VIP.
you are, Baldwin, or I am.
And that's why we need to rush and save him. For all we know, he could be getting beheaded.
But running isn't going to hurt. Running to him is just going to mean that we'll die faster. We'll have
William.
to hope for the best.
What do you want to do whilst these guys are bickering?
I'll dash down.
Very good. I'm not trying to interrupt you. Feel free to keep role playing. I just want to have other people doing stuff whilst you're like arguing.
Look, I'm just trying to approach this from a very logical angle. All right.
12 squares like lagged for me and moved me multiple at once.
Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. 25. All right. So there's a lot of movement now. Obviously not a movement that you guys are privy to, but it is now round 24, which means we're starting things off with Gregor. What do you want to do?
Move into room, and at this time I move a bit quicker towards this side, thinking that maybe on our way out I can score some more loot in end of turn.
Good thinking.
Very nice, man. You might be able to score some more loot.
Of course, I'm more of that bling bling.
Alright, so it's now Richard's turn. And they are nipping at your heels, Richard. They don't see you, but you're running out of invisibility.
Oh, look, there he is.
Can you just describe for us, Richard, what your character is? Oh wait, by the way, you guys can't see him. He's still invisible.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, better gamer. No, but so Richard, like, you come running over. What do you do? You might be muted.
Sorry, I was yapping this entire time and I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I dash 60 feet, and you just hear like pitter patter since my dex wasn't that high. And as I arrive here, I sort of whisper to the group, "There's people coming. People coming, and they say they're gonna slay the heretics, which means us. They want to beat us. And I should have, I believe, let me look at my note. I have 5 rounds of invisibility left. I should have 5 rounds.
Wait a second. We need to go back into the tomb.
Lights out.
Oh.
Yeah. Shouldn't we surprise them?
Yes, the fuck we should. That's the
So-
idea.
We leave the
Go
torch
back
here
into
and
the
just go in.
Leave the torch, go into the tomb. Actually, no, leave the torch at the tomb entrance.
There's no way of escaping if it goes south.
We'll be the ones bottlenecking them.
How close were they behind you, Necromancer?
They're about 60 feet
Oh,
to where we are right now.
how about behind?
Maybe 80. I don't know my math that well when we're in such a quick, spontaneous event.
Can we
Owen's
hit them
turn.
approach?
How about we just hide in this room, wait for them to go into the tomb, then attack them from behind?
And how do you propose we all hide? The room is well lit, and only one of us can become invisible.
Snuff the torches and hide in the bookshelf. I'll point at this like compartment down here. I do this.
Okay. Do you snuff the torch?
No, I just left it there.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a dex check to hide as well.
Cool. Ufa?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just gonna follow Baldwin's example. I'm gonna duck in there, and I'm gonna try to make a dex check to hide.
Cool.
Come on, a good one. Yes, a 15. Okay, that's not bad at all.
William?
Can I try to? Is there enough space for me to like hide behind the bookshelf right here?
I'd say, like, the platform itself is a couple of feet high. You could lay down on the northern side of this platform and be hidden. Like, right here, or right here, yeah.
No, because I'm thinking to wait for them to walk past me and like flank them from behind. That's why I want to like hide in a way where they can't see me when they pass by.
Well, it'd be difficult. The bookshelves are against the wall, but there is this bookshelf here that's kind of like a little bit away from the wall, so you could try and hide behind it.
And it's... Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to ask, if I could like hide
Right.
here.
I'd say you'd have disadvantage on that, but because you're a thief, it'd be standard. Reason being, it's a fucking bookshelf, and it's not full of... Well, it's a shelf. It's not actually a bookshelf. It's a shelf, and it's not full of stuff. But 15's good.
15.
All right. 10, 20, 30. With that in mind, 2 of the lesser members of the Order now step out and peer into the area. They immediately notice Gregor, who I don't think is hiding currently, is he?
Nope.
So they spot Gregor rummaging through the shelves. And one of them shouts back, "They're here! Quickly! Please!"
Help! Help! I don't know what's going on. Do you have food? I've been down here. What is this place?
Roll me a charisma check, bro.
If this works.
That's actually great. Oh my fucking god.
They squint and he shouts, "I don't know what they're doing here. Please, knights." And you saying what you do, Gregor, actually stops them from attacking you with any kind of, ranged magic that they have. And it's clear that they do have some capacity, these kind of low-level priests. So they just kind of stay in the doorway and just kind of wait. As suddenly a knight steps round. He's got this white kind of silvery garb around his neck and like a cape, and he's wielding a bastard sword.
Please,
Kind of,
help me.
and he glances over at you, and he says, "You do not look like you should be here. What are you doing here?"
I don't know, there was a group of bandits. They took me through some portal, said that they were going to turn me into an undead. I managed to run away, but I've been imprisoned by them in their camp somewhere in the forest. I don't know what is this place. What's going on? Please, you must save me. I'm afraid. I'm hungry. Then they can be anywhere near. I saw them going south, or I think it was south. I'm so
The
confused.
men
You
kind
have
of
one-
approach, and they're obviously, it's difficult for them to believe you based on how you look. You do not look like a follower of Kellenborg. You look like, you look like somebody who's just somehow appeared here, and you shouldn't be here. And the man says, "Very well, come over here, and we'll take you out."
Yes, please. Yes, please. And
25. It's now your turn, Gregor.
I start going closer, and then I would go straight away, and actually Richard would be in front of me. I take a step and bump and fall down onto my knees. I'm so weak. Water, and I crawl a little bit closer, but not getting much closer. Water. And I end my turn hoping that I'm
Very nice. I'm gonna give you a luck point for the roleplay as Zurich smiles upon you and your tricky ways, your deceptive ways.
And he is the god of
Nice.
lies.
He is the god of lies and tricks. Richard, what do you want to do?
For now, I'm just going to, now that I have 4 turns left, before my invisibility runs out, I'm gonna roll another deck save. Not 20 this time.
Nice.
As I'm going to attempt to duck under this area. Just duck here. Not duck under anywhere, but just, crouch here. As
Yes.
I try to remain quiet. Sort of hoping that my invisibility doesn't run out anytime soon, not knowing that it's going to be, exactly 4 rounds.
Cool. Baldwin.
And
That performance is going well, so I'm just gonna put my butter knife away, pull out a short bow, knock an arrow ready in case it goes south suddenly, but
Yeah.
stay completely hidden.
Very nice. Yeah. I won't even say you need to roll a check from your position. You're just out of sight, out of mind. Really, you're not even in the same room. Same with Buffa.
Okay, so I am gonna just, clutch my holy symbol, just kind of wait to smite somebody in case things start going south, and I'm just gonna keep hiding.
Actually, I will say, actually do roll a stealth check because I think
Oh, for fuck's
I do want you both to roll a stealth check because if you succeed, you do well, I'll give you advantage.
I got fuck me. I got
No.
I got 9. No.
Okay. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Over to William.
Alright, I'll just stay where I'm. No reason to move. There's nothing I can do, right? I'm like,
Oh.
my hands are pretty much tied, like right next to me.
Yeah, you're just kind of hiding, right? So you need to roll a hide check.
Can I
And
not just keep the one that I rolled?
no, you can't. The idea of the next round, you might accidentally kick over a book, and lose yourself. You might accidentally knock down the whole bookcase, and it might collapse and start the combat. Yeah, definitely. But I will say it's now the monk's turn, and he steps up alongside one of the men. And he kind of, in a low voice, whispers and says, "We saw them stealing from here, Knight. If what this man says is true, then obviously we should help him, but they're thieves. And there were more of them. We saw them." The knight steps forward and says, "So you're here. You somehow ended up here. My man says that you were stealing from us. Is that true?"
No, good sir knight. I was looking for food. I haven't taken anything that is not food. I just want to get out of here.
"Where are your friends? Apparently you're not alone. Speak quickly, or I will cut you down where you stand."
I will help you to kill those bastards. They stole me from my family, from my children. I've been their prisoner for a long time. There was talk of turning me into an undead. I think one of them was a necromancer.
Roll
And
me,
I-
roll me
I-
a,
Yep.
just roll me a charisma check. This one here is doing a spot check. 14. What was Williams? 15. Very good. Very, very good. So he glances over. He doesn't really seem to notice anyone or anything from this
It's
range.
just 2 feet poking out and then the fucking
Yeah.
cupboard. He just
Yeah.
misses them.
Charisma check 11, Gregor. He looks you up and down. Before I say anything, do you believe you succeeded?
Of course, I'm an optimist.
Okay. You do have a luck point.
Ah, true that. I will just in case use my luck point because I'm not an optimist anymore. Wait.
And with that in mind, the knight steps forward and goes to apprehend you. I'd like you to roll me a strength check if you want to resist.
I raise my hands. I've got nothing to hide. I haven't stolen anything. I let him apprehend me.
Cool. He rolls fucking amazing anyway, and he grabs hold of you and puts your hands behind your back. You're currently grappled by this man right here. I put an icon on him and an icon on you to kind of have that make sense. The other men are beginning to move by.
I saw them going south. Or at least they were going through some room. I ran away. Please, go find them. Kill them. I have no idea where my family is. They've stolen me from my family.
He kind of turns back and he says to one of the monk that's kind of standing right here, "I don't know if this man speaks the truth, but check the southern room. Make sure that his alibi matches up, and if you see anything, come back." Man nods. The other knight's obviously just kind of fanning out, looking around.
Ooh, the knight is standing delectably close now.
Round 26. Gregor, anything you want to do, or do you want to end your turn?
Can you give me some water? I just try to talk too much to this guy, hoping to distract him a little bit.
Yeah. And you kind of go back and forth, and he's basically saying, like, you'll get water once we've made sure this place is safe. Which is very fair, but you're trying to confuse him and trick him. Roll me another charisma check.
Please confuse him.
If you roll well,
boost.
I'll give him a debuff. Fortunately, 10 is not high enough.
Did anybody
see-
else have a luck point?
You can give luck points to other
You can
players.
take
Nine.
mine.
Okay.
We need
Who-
that, Ed.
I'm giving
Who-
mine away.
All right, I will
I-
roll one
I will-
more then.
I will say, guys, this distraction lasts for a round. So if he gets distracted, you need to act.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's even worse. Now it's an 8. So he is very focused. If you want to risk it, you can. Otherwise, you can save the luck point for one of your own checks. Remember, guys, you do block in this. You do have to block attacks, and these guys are all wielding bastard swords.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Okay. It's over to Richard.
Sort of trying to assess the situation. I've seen my spells, and I made the conclusion that spells alone will not save me here. However, sort of get out from my crouching position, only crouching to sort of not make too much noise, but also to sort of keep a educated stratagem, as I think to myself, perhaps this might be the right way to do things. As I'm going to move 20. I'm going to move. Is anyone looking this direction? That's my first question. Sorry.
Yes.
Understood.
Two of the men, they are moving up towards you. They're looking to the sides that they're on, and they're also looking ahead towards where you are, and specifically where that opening is.
Although I would like to act, perhaps patience is key, and I rolled pretty well with my dex earlier, so I'm just gonna skip my turn. 3 rounds left of invisibility.
Oh, Bolwyn.
Looking over to Uther, I'm just. Is there any kind of signal? Are we ready to go, or do we hold?
I mean, I'm just doing. At this point, I'm just like kind of like basically doing a cutthroat motion. Like, yeah, we're doing this.
Okay.
You're a bunch of crazy fucking cultists. You haven't got much coordination. You just go for it and hope it works out.
Exactly.
Going towards the corner, I'm gonna fire off a short bow shot at this guy and hope it bloody hits and crits.
Oh yeah. Go for a
Uh,
shot.
Sneak, yeah?
Yep. If you hit,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you have advantage.
Oh, yes.
Kevin.
Oh yes.
That's a crit as well.
That hits.
Oh, get bloody shot in the balls.
So that is a crit. I don't know how you do crits in Shadowdark as well.
Oh,
Because
it's an extra dice.
extra dice, so extra d4.
I think he might be dead.
That's
16
8.
damage.
How much damage is that total then? So it's 13. Oh, okay. Because it was a second attack, right? Or no,
Yeah.
you did a reroll. Okay.
Yeah, it was advantage. So
Right. Okay. So 19, 8 plus 3. So that's what? 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
The arrow hits him in the chest, but his armor is thick. He stumbles to the ground and slowly now pulls himself back to his feet. This guy is a lot tankier than the others. And he screams, "Fight!" as he just starts swinging his weapon, like recklessly, like a maniac. Ufa, over to you.
first gonna step out of the shadows. Ah, I see you found our ward. We'll be taking him back and giving him to our necromancer companion once we return to our base of operations. But you shall not live to tell anyone. Burn in the flames of chaos. Oh, fuck you, Siri! Wait, can I have a luck point? Can somebody please give me that luck point? Come on.
I'll give him my luck point.
Oh, thank you so much. Come on, look. Yeah!
No way.
Okay, let's go.
GG.
Oh, Zurich! Okay, so let's
You
see.
can double the damage or double the targets.
Okay, so I am gonna smite that guy and that guy, both.
Save me!
So 1d6 each, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So the guy at the front takes 4 damage and the guy in the back takes 6.
And I start screaming that save me, Sten!
And the knight's eyes burst with colorful flames.
Nice.
Help! Help! It's Sten! Release me! They've come back to get me! Why? Why is this happening to me?
William.
Right, so who looks the squishiest here?
The guy's at the back. Not a guy at the back. This one here, he's the squishiest. All these dudes are in like chainmail or something similar.
So this one is in a chainmail, right?
Imagine they're in plate. They've got AC. Oh, actually, no, I think they're wearing shields. So I don't know. I think they're definitely in metal armor, each of them.
I'll jump out and try to hit him with my bow.
Cool. Go for it.
Sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
I did not. Alright.
14.
Does that hit?
It does not.
Alright, I get a reroll, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a sneak attack. Ah.
So you kind of
Unlucky.
you leap out, and he spots you at the last second and raises his shield as the arrow hits his shield. There's more of them! What do we do? And the other guy says, kill them! Alright, so at this point,
I'll
this...
use the rest.
Yeah, go on. Quickly. Guys, I want quick movement. Quick turns. Don't take the piss, otherwise I will skip you, as you've realised through the last couple of one-shots we played. Alright, because I want to do stuff too, guys. Alright, so with that in mind, it's now the turn of the monk. Which monk is it? It is actually this one here. So he's going to move up behind his guy, and he's going to cast a spell. And he nat ones. Okay, so he fails, and he's unable to cast that spell now until he repents. But I guess he'll probably die before that. But he tries to cast Healing Touch on the man in front of him. Just doesn't work.
Cute.
So at this point, he like throws Gregor to the side as a free action, breaking the grapple. Doesn't cost his action to do that though. He just kind of pushes you to the side. I'll have you roll a d4 as you kind of slam into the wall and into the bookcase. Take 1 point of damage, and he now rushes over towards Uther with his sword in hand, and he's going to take 2 swings against you,
Bring it
Uther.
on.
2 block checks, please. The DC is 14.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Take this! And this!
No! Okay, a little bit maybe.
Okay, so it's a perfect parry on the first, right? And because of this, I want to set up the narrative nicely for the following round. So you could have knocked his weapon to the side, he trips, and on the second attack, he just kind of runs the blades like as he's falling and slices it against your side. But he is actually going to fall prone after his crit, and he's now on the ground. You do take 2d8 damage from that crit.
Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna die from that, but like.
11 points of damage.
I mean, I'm close. That hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. Now, the turn of the other monk, who clearly has heard the commotion. 10, 20, 30. He's going to dash. And regroup with his allies. This knight is dead. You've made quick work of him. But this knight is now going to advance 10, 20, 30 towards William. Damn you, heretic! Feel and taste my steel. Ha! He's going to go for 2 swings against you, William. Roll me 2 block checks.
I'm fucking dead.
And actually, you're a heretic, so I want you to roll with disadvantage on the first one because he's going to use Oath. Advantage on a roll made in service of a knight's order. And his order is
That's a
to
9.
destroy undead and all those who serve them. That's a 9 on the first one, which means you take a d8 damage, and a 15 on the second, which is a block. So I want you to, because I only used the Oath once, so you take d8 points of damage.
That could kill me.
That could kill you. 2 points,
But it doesn't.
as you only feel the tip of the blade. Does not kill you. Yet.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. Just a tip. Alright, Gregor, over to you.
I run up, taking out my spear, and I try to plant my spear in the back of this knight's head.
Nice, yeah. Go for it. You got advantage on your attack as he's prone.
Oh yeah, reroll it just.
Okay, so 19's the higher number. You do 4 points of damage. He's still standing, even though you plant it. You missed the head. I think you sliced the side of his face. With a nasty
and
scar.
Spit on him, end of turn.
Spit. Nice. Richard!
For my turn, am I able to pass an ally's tile
Yes.
during movement? Okay.
Just not on enemies.
Alright. So 30 feet here. As I'm going to appear, as I'm going to cast Magic Missile onto this.
Cool,
tile
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, go for it. You've got advantage, obviously.
Alright. Going
Oh,
click on my token. Succeeds.
You got
I'll see
advantage,
if
so
I
see
can
if
get
he crit.
crit.
See if he, yeah, you should always roll with advantage.
Same
17,
thing.
17. Yep, so that does hit. You do a d4 points of damage, I believe.
Oh!
Oh, you got him!
Wait, he's
Dead.
dead?
He's dead.
Awesome. As I sort of appear and say, you guys would make a fine collection to my army. Well, Syric's army.
Raise them undead.
Baldwin.
Hopping over a few steps to this side, and then I'm going to fire an arrow out towards the monk here.
Yeah, no advantage this time. You're not
That's fine.
hidden. But an 18 does hit. You do a point of damage.
And it's a crit as well because of the doodad.
Very good.
Extra 3, so 4.
What's that from?
The amulet necklacey thing. That I had right at the start.
You are aware that's on a roll of 18, 19, or 20. That's not a...
Oh, was that not? Oh,
No.
that was roll of 14. My fault.
Yeah, so just be aware of that, guys. It's rather than just being a natural 20, it's a natural 19 or a natural 18. Otherwise, that would be really overpowered.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ufa.
Okay, so producing my symbol again, and just smiling very nonchalantly. Cyric is good. Now burn! Targeting that knight with another smite.
Yep.
Ah, damn! 2 damage. It's not great, but you know, it'll be worse.
Yeah, it's over to William now as you are on the receiving end of this knight.
I'll dash back into the room. I do kind of still remember the layout, right?
Yeah. Coward!
Like, and I'll like try to hide.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, roll a dex check. Cool.
All right. That's not... And just like skulk in the darkness, waiting for a cheap shot.
This monk runs up, picks up the bastard sword of one of the fallen knights, and uses it against you, Gregor. I knew you weren't an ally or a friend! Ha! And he goes for a swing against you, Gregor. Roll me a block check. Nice!
Oh,
You duck under it, bro. Easy.
That shield came in clutch. Good lord.
Alright, so over now to the other monk. 10, 20, 30. He's going to move up and try to heal the knight.
How dare he? Like, how actually fucking dare
Natural 20!
Oh,
Ah,
oh, come
brother.
on! I worked really hard on that damage.
no, you didn't. What's healing? The healing spell again? Actually, it should say on the sheet. 1 second. It says 1d4. Okay, so that'll be 2d4 health, or an additional target, but it's not one within touch, so it would just be him. That's good.
No! He's undoing everything I just did!
He now charges you, and 2 attacks against Ufa.
Oh, you've got to be
And
fucking
the first one, he is going to roll with advantage as he's using his oath. Advantage on a roll made in service of a knight's order.
So, I am rolling at a disadvantage.
Correct, on your first plot check.
Oh, I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Okay, so he hits you the first time. The second time, he's not going to use his oath, so it's just a standard
Why
plot
does
check.
he even get 2 on this to begin with?
Because he's a knight. Knights have multi-attack. So that's 2 hits. That's 2d8 damage.
God damn it, he got me both times and oh, God, 2d8. Oh, dear God. Please don't be good. Please don't be good. I'm down. I'm not dead.
He hits you the first time, and he slices you in the side. And on the second attack, he just runs the blade straight through your gut and pulls it out. There's plenty more where that came from. How dare you kill my friends?
Theric is good.
Yeah. As you've gone down, can you roll me a d4 plus your con? And then we can set up how many rounds you got.
Dude. Wait, boss my con? Fuck! 1.
You got 1 round, yeah?
I got 1 round.
Alright, Ufa needs to be brought up quickly, otherwise he will succumb to his wounds. Gregor.
Somebody help me!
You may slay some of us, but our necromancer will raise us from the dead. And I take my
No,
spear
don't say
and
that.
Necromancer?
stab
Where?
at the monk.
Oh, hell no. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, looks around, realizing it's not you, so it might be that weird dude in the corner who just casted magic missile. Who
Oh,
knows,
you
bro?
just hacked.
No.
That
Who
misses,
said
by
that?
the way.
Somebody bring me up before I'm dead.
Richard.
Alright, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 feet, and I'm going to attempt to animate this body right here.
Oh, you couldn't just fucking...
Go for it, man.
Oh, God.
Natural
Correct.
20.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Too bad that doesn't do
Can
anything.
actually reanimate 2 people.
Well, he's not within range to do that. If he was 5 feet to the right, I would have allowed it, but he's not.
That's fine. I'll bring
Bri-
him back next turn.
Wait a second.
Okay, so you bring him back.
I bring this one, and I sort of say, attack this, attacks the knight that just defeated my friend.
This is strong.
Okay. Moo. He's on the ground right now. I'll actually roll initiative for them. 8. Cool. Now over to Baldwin.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Hey, Baldwin.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
No,
8,
that's the right
9, 10, 11.
Fuck you, Baldwin.
12. Get there. And that was a dash as well, so that's everything.
Fuck you.
Baldwin
Who-
chooses life!
Ufa. Roll me a con check.
Oh, wait, oh, you know what I just remembered? I do have that brooch.
You do, but that's if you fail, which you do. So you are now basically dead.
Oh, God, come on. Come on. Okay, so I just
What was it again? What was
You
the?
said DC 18, which is like really unreasonable if you ask me, but
Be aware that is a magic item from the book.
I mean,
So-
yeah, I know, like, you're
So
you're the DM, you know where the
I
fucking-
can definitely agree with that, you know. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know.
Well, I don't want to crumble like a cookie.
Okay, so and with that in mind, Ufa is dead. just like these knights. William.
I will dash out of the shadows and do I get a sneak attack on this one?
Which one?
I tried to ping it. My screen just went like black. Guess it's my fault.
I think it's unlikely that
mean
you would
that-
have. I think it's unlikely you'd have advantage.
Not on the
either
big
of them.
knight, on like the cleric that's on the right side of him.
I don't think so, and I think the reason why is because Baldwin just ran past him. So I think he's pretty aware that people are coming from there. But you can take a shot. You can take a shot either way. I mean, it's not like he's got a high AC, the other guy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to go for the crit. That's the only thing I have going for me, but... Alright, I'll just dash out of here. And like, whilst I'm running, shoot at him with my bow.
Cool.
Without the...
You sprint out, fire a shot. It just misses. Any your turn?
Alright. Yeah, I can't do anything else.
So the zombie now steps up. Moo! And just starts attacking this guy to the right.
You know, come to think of it,
It's
we should have just started running when we got rid of the first two. We got what we
dead.
came for.
starts eating him.
Tasty.
Mmm. Delicious.
The monk obviously watches you guys start running by, and for a moment he kind of pauses, contemplates what to do. I'm going to have him roll a morale check. If he rolls low, he's going to be brave, otherwise he is not. 7, not brave enough. He's going to stand right behind the knight.
Good decision, little monk.
The knight now steps over the body of his comrade and his recently slain opponent and steps over towards the necromancer. You're the one who just did that. You're the necromancer. Die! Roll me a blot check, and he's going to use his oath, so roll with a disadvantage. Oh, nice! So he hits the wall with his first swing, he gives you a kick, so you're a little bit further away, and he's now going to go for his second swing. It's standard. That is... I believe that is that hits you. I think it's 14. Yeah, it is. It's 11 plus 3, 14. He hits you. It's a D8. Roll your damage.
Yeah, wish me luck.
Yeah, wishing you luck.
Just,
Hey!
it's just a tip as it slices the side of your face. That could have just decapitated you right then and there.
Zombie, protect me, please.
But he will stay standing there. He's going to end his turn. It's round 29. The combat's been going on for a little while, and because of that, I'm going to start rolling the backup. D6.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
That's
If I roll a low number on the D6, I'm doing it privately. If I roll a low number on the D6, reinforcements will start to approach. This place has got other helpers, people who can get involved, and this has been going on for a little while. Gregor.
I jump on top of the dead knight, and I remember that Uther had this beautiful gem on his neck with some just rope attached. I try to grab it and take it off the dead man.
Yeah, it's not the rope one. It's actually an amulet that Uther has, but you pull the amulet off, and you equip it.
Yep, and I immediately start running away. Richard! Richard! I promise to protect you!
Brave,
Your protection is going.
away.
And
To be fair,
that's
this is only 2 men, but this knight is very strong, and he is really fucking you guys up.
hey, I've got some good loot. I'm ready to head out. Richard, guys, follow me. End of turn.
Very cool, man. Richard, over to you, man.
Alright, I'm going to move ally square. Wait, it doesn't let me select. Okay. And then, this is weird because there's like 3 layers. There's a torch here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
was gonna say, stop fucking around with the torch, man.
Sorry, it followed me. It followed me. I'm kidding. And I'm gonna choose the monk here to try to attempt to animate dead. Okay, first attempt.
It's maniac.
Wait. First attempt. Okay.
You got him.
I could. And let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet right here as I command him get to deal with the knight.
7 on the initiative. Cool. Over to Baldwin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And short bow shot over to the monk in the north.
You know, Baldwin, it would have cost you nothing to help me and then run.
I mean, there was a knight right there. I didn't want to get stabbed in the face.
Misses.
Yep.
William.
I will also just make a run for it.
Yeah, who knows how long it's going to take for more knights to arrive.
I'm also going to dash, and that is my action.
Cool.
Alright.
So with that in mind, the zombie moves in as you obviously are dashing. He's going to go for an attack on the knight, who brings up his shield to defend himself. And that's a natural 1. The knight is just going to take... Actually, I think the knight has advantage on his next attack against the zombie. So that natural 1. The zombie here crawls towards him and goes for an attack as well. They both miss. Monk gets behind the knight and they're literally like, it's like playing fucking TF2 with the medic and the heavy man. They're just working together as a team. And the knight, it's now the knight's turn. The knight's gonna swing his blade. Got advantage on his first attack, as I previously stated, guys. Because it's NPC versus NPC, I'm just gonna roll the dice and see what happens. +3. 14 hits. D8 points of damage on the first attack. 3 points, and he's going to go for his second attack against him as well. That's a standard attack. It's an unnatural 20. That's another D8. So he's actually really like cutting this guy down. One of the limbs comes off from the knight, the dead knight. And the guy behind is just kind of using the knight as cover, really, as you know, to kind of protect him. Round 30. Gonna roll another check to see if reinforcements are gonna come. Gregor.
I let my spear drop down. I run, grab this torch from here, and run over here, and then dash a bit down.
Yep.
Over here, and I wait for my friends to follow me. And
Cool.
after...
Over to Richard.
So
Keep up.
for my turn, I am going to attempt to go invisible.
Oh, okay.
Fuck,
It
fails.
fails, and that's your action.
And I'm gonna move 30 feet afterwards. Turn over.
Cool. Over to Baldwin.
Taking a dash, which winds me down there. And that's everything.
Very nice. I like how quick that turn was. Have a luck point from Cyric. Uther's dead. GG, Uther. William.
I am also going to run.
Okay.
If there's anything else. Does this? Do I remember if this connects downwards too?
Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm just not.
These kind of games rely more on player knowledge than character knowledge. You know that.
Damn, I
So
don't
is
think
that.
it does.
You run down there. You got any more movement, or is that it?
No, I'm going to run back up. I have one more.
Okay, cool. Both the zombies try and attack him. As you can see, the rolls are pretty dog shit, but they're holding him off, right? Rather than so he's not chasing you guys. But now he's just gonna try and open up a can of whoop ass against the undead, as knights typically do. I think the monk also is gonna join in and go for a swing with his mace, which I think he does have. One sec. He does, yeah. It's a +1. He hits. It's a D6. Let's just see if the other guy is going to hit with his weapon, his swings as well. Hit and hit. Okay. D6 from him brings the zombie down to 1 hit point. Second attack will finish the zombie off because he has 1 HP. Doesn't matter what I roll. And the third attack, another D8. It's 5 points of damage against the other zombie. The zombies are being cut down quickly as you watch on, Richard. They have held off the enemy, but it's now round 31. It's over to Gregor.
Richard, quick, follow me! And I run inside. I position myself next to the shelf, ready to push it as soon as I see Richard coming through. End of turn.
Amazing. Richard.
Going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and my turn.
Cool. I'm rolling dice, guys, because there is a random encounter coming.
Oh god.
God. Oh dear, even.
Oh dearie.
And you know what? I think these enemies are going to be led by Ufa, by Victor.
What?
Ah.
Huh?
They let you die. You want an opportunity to get revenge? It would not be Siric's way otherwise.
Yes, I fucking will.
More fun to just sit in there waiting and see what happens, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Right.
Nervous laughter intensifies.
Okay, I'm going to put down the units. And I will say, based on what I rolled, I want to play this relatively perfectly. Give me a sec. Just get the tokens that I'm going to need. How many? I rolled 5, didn't I? So, Gregor, as you kind of, call over Richard, you start looking towards the doorway. You suddenly notice figures now looming in the doorway. And you can see their eyes, they see you. And one of them says, "Halt! In the name of Kelimvor!" And I'm going to add them to the initiative. I'm going to set them up into 2 teams to make it easier for Vic to do.
Okay.
And the idea is I'm going to give you access to their sheet and add on dynamic lighting, so basically you can see through their eyes.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's nice and good, isn't it? Nice and simple.
Nice and good, yeah.
Nice and good, nice and good. Okay, so you are set as Ufa Victor on the roll 20.
Suddenly
Alright, man.
the homies ain't hating on Uther no more.
If you look, and it'll be right at the top of one-shot PCs, you'll see Monk
Yes,
now available to you, and I'll make sure that you have dynamic lighting enabled.
Excellent.
Alright, can you start seeing through them now?
Yes, I can. Oh, excellent.
You've got 5 monks. They're not very tanky, but they're
There is 5 of
they're
them.
minions. They're minions, yeah. Okay, so anyway, did I roll their initiatives? I didn't. So actually, do you want to do it? Click on one from each group and just click on the initiative button.
Will do.
Yeah, thank you. And they're now added to the initiative order. Who was the last person to act?
Richard just asked, do you want me to take my turn now?
I would
I
like to
think
very
it
quickly just
was
reset it like that.
me.
Okay, so it's over to Baldwin. Yeah.
Okay. Popping down there, I'm guessing I won't be able to get a shot off on that monk on the door. Passing through 2 iron spaces.
I'd say you got disadvantage on a shot if you want to try and shoot him.
If I hit a 1, am I going to hit an ally?
If you roll a natural 1, you'll hit an ally. Yeah.
Just in a situation, I'm not going to risk it, and I'm going to pop
Okay.
down there. And that's
Wait. Right, over to William.
Since I can actually from this position here see the door, I will decide to go down here.
I like that. So you move back, and then you suddenly, from the light, actually see there is actually a way. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Good.
I feel like I took the wrong side.
And wait, can I go through here? Because this is like shadow. Oh no, it's just shadow, right?
The shadow.
That is my turn.
Okay, so
Right, over to the monks.
Dash down here.
is that those are monk number 2? Those are monk.
Yeah, the
number
2.
Okay.
Two to the north. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm just gonna have them move at the same time to make this kind of easier.
Yeah, they move one after the other. What do you want them to do?
Okay. Yeah. So I have you know what? They're gonna be a little braver. They're gonna try to get Gregor.
Yeah, so one of them's gonna go for a swing.
Yeah, one of them's gonna go for a swing with.
Block check then, Gregor.
With his mace.
Coming up.
He's going to chant, "Kellamvor is good." Oh, damn
This
you!
seems oddly familiar.
He misses.
Damn you! Yeah, he missed. Damn.
Are you done with their turn?
Yeah, for now.
For now. Alright, over to the knights, who I still have control over as a dungeon master. There's this one monk here. He's going to try and attack the knight again. They're very simple, these undead. You know, they just do the bare minimum, really. Misses. And it's now the turn of... You rolled a 1, didn't you? Yeah, so it's actually my monk next. He's going to move around, go for an attack. It's a d10, 320 plus 1. Wow, he actually hits. Brilliant. d6. 4 points. And he's going to move to the south. Now, the turn of the knight, I'll have him act, and then I'll have you act, okay? He's going to do one of his attacks. d20 plus 3. Hits. d8. 1 point, really? Wow. Okay, so he needs to do his second attack to try and finish him off. Yeah, and he finishes him off. That's the undead taken care of. And it's now your turn with the 3 that you have.
All right. So the 3 number 1 monks are actually going to begin moving south. One of them declaring, "Wait, there was another way. There's another way out. We must not let the heretics escape." There's one.
Uh-oh. He points out, sees William. Round 32.
Should have fucking left me to die.
Gregor.
Is there any way to push these monks?
Yeah, you can roll a strength check and try to push them both back, and if you succeed, you could probably push them back towards the door.
That's what I want to do. I'm going
Sure.
to move the nasty torch away and roll a strength check.
All right, you can contest it, Victor.
Rawr!
Okay, but who the hell keeps opening and closing that door? It's distracting.
Which door?
The door that's behind the number 2 monks.
No one's closing it.
It's
It's the
closed.
light. It's the light.
Oh.
It's the light that's doing that. Can you roll a strength check for the monks?
Yeah, sure. I'll.
Cheers.
Let's see, it's a d20 plus 1. Oh no. Okay.
So they get pushed back all the way to the corridor.
You won't escape us, heretic.
And it's now Richard's turn as Gregor's pushed them all the way back into the adjoining corridor.
As Gregor pushes them all the way back, I am going to cast the sleep spell onto them. It is a 30-foot radius. Do not know where the other monks are except these two, so I'm just going to target them first. Wish me luck. Fudge chocolate. Another spell wasted. I am then going to move 10, 15, 20 feet right here.
The hell is he trying to achieve?
You'll see. End my turn.
Over to Baldwin.
Popping up here. Did Gregor not pick up a torch in the other room?
There's a torch to the south. It's on the bookcase. It's actually probably set fire to the bookcase at this point.
I keep moving it because otherwise I can't activate my my character token.
Can't you click on it even though you can't see it?
No, the torch token takes priority, and I can't remember how to move it back in the order of things.
Right.
In this position, then I'm going to fire a bolt at the first monk.
Yep.
17 for 1 damage.
Nice.
Wow.
I love how I slowly do damage.
One whole damage to one of my.
One whole damage.
William.
All right, I'm going to sprint down here. Hold on. Just like hide behind this pillar.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming there's a lot of shadow over here. They can't really track my movements and don't know where exactly I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have one of the monks move to like one of these adjacent squares, could they both attack Gregor? Like
Yeah,
here.
they could, yeah.
Okay, so 2 maces against Gregor. Go ahead and make block checks. DC is 11.
Oh, wait, Loki, I have a question.
Okay.
I had made a drastic realization, but the wand that you gave me, that gave me +1, I forgot to add it onto the arcane. Is it possible to have these two asleep, or?
Oh.
I'd prefer not to start
I-
retconning now.
I will say I do not retcon, sir.
Understandable.
I don't retcon my own mistakes either.
Oh my god, he failed both of the block checks. So that means I get to do. So that's gonna be D6 from each, so 2d6 damage to Gregor.
Gregor can roll it.
Coming up.
Alright, go ahead, Gregor. Roll it. Roll.
Or 6 points of damage. You get a licking from both of them. Keep that door open. That knight is dead. Good.
I am getting an unhealthy amount of catharsis from this.
Alright, it's now the turn. Oh, this is quite interesting what's kind of happening here. 10, 20, 30, 40. Ooh, that's interesting. 50. They can hear fighting to the south. Did you guys actually close the northern door? The northern secret passageway? What is it? Is it actually closed?
I believe
No.
Baldwin closed it, or I don't know why it's closed. If otherwise
Okay.
not, they were the last one there.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know. I'm gonna have them end their turn. It's now over to your wands.
Yes, my wands. And they see they see William, right? They see.
Well, he's rolled a 9.
Itself,
They would need to try and spot him.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll just roll a quick d20 plus 1. I mean, that's.
Yep. Then they need to also move out and be in a position where they could see him, and I don't think they could see him with their angles at the moment.
Oh, it's not even plus 1, it's plus 2. Okay. So they're gonna start by moving them like here.
You want to
Then-
fan them out, or are you gonna have them all grouped up?
Like I'm gonna have them act as a unit because, like, there's strength in numbers and all that.
Okay. Yeah, roll a wisdom check. See if you can, if they can spot.
It's gonna be a d20 plus 2. That's gonna be up. Nope. One of them is aware. At least one of them is aware of William's presence. Over there.
Yes, they do. They do know. They do notice him. So you're no longer able to stealth against these guys. They have spotted you very efficiently. But that is that is at least one of their actions. So the other two can charge forward if you wish.
Okay, so yeah, so the other two are gonna dash to kind of block the sacred passageway.
That's been left open, by the way.
How would they know?
Yes, yes, it has.
Because they probably wouldn't have realised that it was there otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. You thought you could escape via secret passages, heretic? You will get a righteous licking, you will.
Alright, Gregor.
I shove my torch towards the guy and then push with my body, trying to get this monk away from my face.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Anyway, so it's gonna be another contested strength. Yeah, it's not even gonna be a contest. No, the fuck you want? No, no more. You shall escape us no longer.
Turn. End of turn.
End of turn. Okay, good to know. Who's next? Over to Richard.
I'm going to use the Wand of Alter Self. Let me roll for that. See if it even works.
It does. Who do you turn
And
into?
I am going to turn myself into one of the monks I just saw over here when I was over there.
You want to look
and
just like them.
Yeah.
Identical.
Does my clothes change as well, or the clothes?
I don't know. I'll have to really quickly double check that because you didn't roll a natural 20. On a natural 20, I'd probably just let it fly.
I think it's just,
It just says
But
anatomy.
can I ask this a very specific question? Is it are you trying to look identical to somebody, or are you trying to look like somebody else?
Very close to them, not exactly identical.
Okay. You
Like
change
a
your
close
physical
sibling
form.
or something.
I don't see why you couldn't like change your clothes that you're wearing as well.
Awesome.
Although, what level, what tier is it? It's tier 2.
Tier 2, yeah.
Sure. I'll allow it to fly. Go on.
Awesome. Alright, and then I'm gonna move 20 feet here. And 25, 30, as I'm going to look as frightened as possible. And I'm gonna be like, they're over there. Praise Kalimvor, you're finally arriving. Hurry up, men.
Amazing. Roll me a charisma check. You have a luck point.
Luck point. Fuck.
16. So, you ready for me to say what I'm going to say?
Yes.
The knight looks to you and says, "Go get more of them. Go get my brothers. They're to the west of here, at the shrine. Get them, quickly."
Sounds good.
Yeah, that they will willingly let you pass.
Awesome.
Although saying that, you've already used your action, haven't you? So, that is the end of your turn. Over to Baldwin.
Which way did Richard point them to, just out of curiosity, or am I not meant to know? I don't have line of sight, so I guess not.
I guess not.
Only option I have is to fire another bow and hopefully get 1 damage off the monk straight in front of me.
1 damage, yeah, because you're not going to roll. Oh my god!
But I didn't hit!
You didn't hit!
Miss.
Oh.
And that's it.
Oh. You're starting to panic, Baldwin. You guys are getting pincered right now. It's William's turn.
Go ahead.
I will step up squares and just start shooting at them with my arrows.
Alright guys, this session is going by quite a lot right now. It's getting late, so I'm setting a 30-minute timer. You have 30 minutes to get out of this dungeon before you guys lose. Very simple. It's the end of the set. It'll be the end of the session, and it'll be the end of your lives. Okay? 11 misses. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes starting now. Any attempt?
Okay.
Yeah.
So once again, just gonna keep giving Gregor that righteous licking I mentioned.
Yeah, go. Yeah. So 2 block checks.
Yep.
One
Okay,
hits.
so only 1 hit this time, so 1d6 damage.
Okay. It's also the turn of these guys. 10, 20. He comes rushing into the room. There you are. Die, wretch! 2 block checks from you, Baldwin.
It was nice knowing you, Gregor.
Praise the Lord of the Dead. Kalimvor is good.
2 d8 damage.
I am so dead.
Hope you're all snake eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want?
2 d8.
I'm dead.
And he just hacks into your back. You didn't even notice him before he fucking started swinging. You're on the ground. Roll me a d4 plus your con modifier. The other guy's behind, just doing things, doing stuff.
What actually is my con? I can't remember it.
Yeah, whatever your con modifier is. Over to your ones on the south. A man just tried to shoot one of them. What are they gonna do?
-1.
Okay, so well, I mean, the heretic has to go through them, so it's time to start righteously moving the fuck towards them. Not dashing, they're not suicidal, but they are blocking the stairway. You want to get through, heretic? Try us. You shall perish.
Gregor, you're about to get fucky-wuckied by this knight. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and push past this guy.
Yeah. Roll me a strength check. Or a dex check. You can try and just like, now it's only one guy, you could try and like squeeze past him with dexterity.
I'm more of a great strength guy, that's
Okay.
why I go with
Do it
the
then.
strength usually.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, you've pushed him. You've got the rest of your movement.
The heretic is getting away! A heretic comes your way, brothers! What? But we're already dealing with a heretic! Well, now you have another one!
Yep.
That's
Alex!
that's all.
Yeah, over to Richard.
Okay, I'm going to make this quick. I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to dash, and I'm going to move 30 feet this way. End my turn.
I will say, Richard, you're smart. You would know that alongside with you and your fallen comrade, both of the rogues are able to activate the glyph of teleportation. If they get to that glyph and activate it, and you are not there within a couple of rounds of them activating it, you will miss your opportunity to escape. So running north is interesting idea, but you might not escape if you do that.
Understood. So if both of them activate it, I can't escape, right?
The idea is, once it's activated, it only lasts for a few rounds.
Understood.
It's a
I'm
teleportation
just trying to get
circle.
back
It's not.
up.
It's not
That's my
permanent.
logic. All right. I'll end my turn.
Baldwin is dead, I think.
Yep.
Roll me a con check, bro.
Con. 15.
And with that in mind, you pass away. Over to William.
Right, so Loki, do you remember the amulet of free movement you gave me?
Yeah.
Would you allow me to use that to actually just like walk up this way and ignore the stairs?
Ooh. I think so.
Oh no.
Alright, then I will do that.
Oi!
We'll just like scream something like "Goodbye, losers," and then Ash.
No! The heretic!
He's running past us!
Can I move diagonally, or do I need to use
can't
2
say
squares
that.
for that?
I'd let you move diagonally.
All right, now 7.
Yeah, be aware.
Is
Like
the
they don't
nine.
they don't have opportunity attacks. So
And just go down here. 10, 11, 12. And that's my turn.
cool. Over to the monks of Team 2. You hear a knight shouting, "Get them! Get that man!"
Yes, sir! After him, brother! And
Yeah,
they
right.
catch up, and they're gonna start giving him a righteous licking once more.
Oh, he blocked them both.
Well, that was unexpected. Bloody hell. Brothers! Down there! Over here! We have a heretic!
Give him a good fucky wucky.
Stop saying
Um,
that.
I can't stop it, man. Buddy, this one's gonna run over, and he's gonna join Group 2. You all, mate? The knight, 10, 20. Buddy's gonna step out too. He's gonna end his turn. Gregor, over to you.
Wait, what about group number 1?
Oh yeah, Group number 1, my bad. What do you want them to do?
Well, I mean, I think I have just enough movement to. No, I not quite. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna. Hold on. I have an idea. I'm just gonna. If they can't catch, they might not be able to catch up to William, but they can at the very least block Gregor from getting in.
Yeah.
We stand as a wall, for Kalimvor is good. Okay.
Over to Gregor.
Gregor runs over here and spits in their faces. Move out of my way or you'll be dead. End of turn.
Nice. Richard.
Alright, for my turn, I'm going to move 30 feet right, 30 feet as I stand on this body, and I am going to bring this body back from the dead, hopefully.
He has been
I'm
brought
gonna
back
roll-
before, so
Oh, it wouldn't count? Oof.
it basically means that you have disadvantage on trying to bring him back again because he's already been brought back.
Understood.
It's up to you.
I'll wait till next turn and target Uther. End my turn.
I'm a bitch.
Oh, it's just Das. Hey, that was my plan for a while. I just needed a few seconds, few rounds.
Okay, over to William.
You couldn't have just fucking.
So considering, all right, another cultist just appeared right in front of them and spat them in their faces. Can I get a sneak attack on the guy right in front of my ally and try to take him out with a single shot?
Oh, you know what? I like it.
All right, so I'll just go for it. Might be selected. All right.
That's fucking
So
crazy.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, and
All right.
one of
let's go.
Victor's men is dead as you hit him in the back of the head.
And I'll yell something like, "Hurry up, Gregor! We don't have much time." And use the rest of my turn to move down. Further.
All right, it's the twos.
All right, number 2 squad, of whom there are now 3, but I can only see 2 of them because only 2 of them have risen.
Oh yeah, shit. My bad.
Semantics. Anyway.
There you go.
Oh shit, Roll20 just did a fucking walkie. Okay, oh no, hold on. So yeah, they're gonna keep moving as a unit. Again, cohesive unit tactics. They're going to dash. So they are. One of them is gonna take his place right there.
What? As he gets in front of Gregor, what does he say? Come on.
Oh,
I
fuck
am
me.
I am the shield which protects the good lands from heathens like yourself. I am the wall of flesh and faith and steel.
Nice.
You will be spittle under my foot.
I love Victor. Me and all my homies love Victor. It's now the turn of the ones.
Yeah, no, I mean the ones are gonna. Okay, so I can't really. Hold on, can they reach William? Nah,
And the knight has rushed up as well.
William's a little too far, but at the very least, these two can come over here and they can just fucking corner Gregor completely. 2 block checks, please. Oh, he blocks both.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
No,
So,
11's a fail.
Wait. Oh,
It's
not.
it's 11 plus the roll.
It's 11. Okay. No, Gregor, it's 1d6. Still 1 though.
Just a reference, he was actually on the square that you moved that guy into.
Oh, he's right. Oh, he's the.
Yeah,
My roll 20 is just being fucky wacky again.
yeah. But oh, you stop saying that. Yeah, you need to roll a
From
d6.
you.
You need to roll a d6, Gregor.
I rolled a d8.
Doesn't matter, man. You roll a d6, you might get a different number. You roll the wrong damage, you get the wrong number. You take 3 points, not 1. Alright. The knight obviously charged up. Round 36. Over to Gregor.
Can I step diagonally right now?
There are 2 enemies blocking that passage. If you want to move between them, you'd have to succeed on a strength check.
I'm
Or dex.
going to do a strength check since I've got 3. Is it an opposing strength check?
Yes, they are trying to stop you from proceeding.
Yep.
Cool, yeah, so you can roll for one of the men to try and hold him off. Easy.
No, not so likely, heretic.
I surrender, and I drop my things.
There is no redemption
It's
for
a
one
bit
such
late
as
for
you.
that.
The only redemption comes from death.
Richard.
Alright, I am going to attempt to animate dead Uther's body.
Go for it.
First roll succeeds. Let's see if I crit though. Wait, let me see if I crit though. Well, no, but Uther's back.
Damn, I can't believe I'm back serving your dumbass.
Boo. Oof is now undead.
Richard
Uther-
sort of smiles as he says, cause
Uther
as
gives
much
you-
chaos as possible.
Uther gives you Uther subconsciously gives you a necrosis-induced bird. Fuck you.
Alright, over to William.
Right, I'll just just in case he makes it, I'll shoot one last like sneak attack at one of the smaller guys that's blocking his passage.
I'd say no more sneak attack at this point.
Sure, I'll just reroll with him. 6. Oh, that's 3 damage.
He's
Three
still
damage.
standing.
He is.
And just move down and
Cool.
feel on with my left hand that the door is like the door to the
Yeah,
there were
so
2 secret doors, right?
there's a glyph. There's a glyph on the ground. You kind of look around, you find the scroll, the piece of parchment, and with an action next turn you can start reading the parchment, which will activate the glyph and allow you to teleport out.
Alright. Nice.
Be aware, Gregor, this is your kind of last opportunity to get out of here. It seems Richard has decided to cause as much chaos as possible. Over to the monks.
Yep. They're gonna. 2 of them are gonna step up and they're gonna start licking. Block checks, please.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay, so off the natural 20, I'm going to say that you're able to riposte one of the attacks, and I'll allow you to make a free attack against one of the 2s.
Um,
Pick your poison, pick your target.
I
One of them is already
take the
there.
one in front of me.
You got him, and he goes down.
Kalambo, I come to your divine kingdom.
Alright, it's
Let me
now
go.
the ones.
Alright, ones are gonna. Well, I mean, they're just gonna keep licking, ain't they?
Yeah.
Wait, is there a 1 missing? Oh,
No.
wait, no. Right, I forgot one of them was dead.
Yeah, 2 more block checks from Gregor. First one, second one does hit. That's a D6. You could be down. You take 2 points of damage.
God damn.
Hey, what about
But
the knight?
now, it's the knight's turn.
Yeah.
And the knight says, "You lied to my brother in arms. Now, you will join him in the afterlife." And he now brings back his blade, and he goes for his first swing against you. Wah! And you go to block, and he hits you. That's a D8. You've got a 50-50 chance of going down. You take 2 points of damage, you're still standing. And he brings back his blade and says, "Stop moving and accept your fate." Wah! And he swings. That 13.
It's not enough.
That's not enough, mate.
There's a
But-
12% now.
And with that in mind, he cuts you down. Roll me a
Kalambo
D4, add your con
is
modifier.
Wood.
Yeah, roll a D4, add your con modifier. If you roll a natural 20 on a death save, you kick up 1 hit point. So it's worth doing. Alright,
Fine, come on.
the knight is now going to move 10, 20, 30. As he runs down the corridor.
Yeah.
If there's anybody else down there, you're going to die too.
Your god's a loser, mate. So I'll respond for teleporting, yeah.
Gregor, what's your con modifier?
0.
Alright, roll me a con save. Or con check. D20, and you're dead. Richard.
So Richard sort of realizing that his main goal is to be a pawn of Siric's grander scheme. He's going to attempt to revive the head priest after Uther, while he commands the undead Uther to go down and kill as many living monks as possible.
Cool. Roll me a power check.
This one succeeds. Do I crit? No, I cannot. But I'll be doing it on this one.
It's one to the right, isn't it? Yeah. He climbs to his feet.
Richard sort of at this point accepts that he's probably not going to make it, but he wants to make sure that he advances his god's goal as much as possible.
Next
All right,
match is
William.
going to be a few adventurous. Yeah, I'll just activate the scroll. There's no point in. Wait.
There's no point in dillying or dallying.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to activate it?
Yep.
You may be the only one to make it out of here.
Read-
so let
look-
this be a lesson. Don't
Check out Discord. And read it. You want to activate it.
Alright. By moonlight's gleam and Siric's might, speak the rhyme to open the portal's light. Shadows and chaos weave the key, in Siric's name reveal the way for me.
With that in mind, the energy now bursts forth, revealing the gate, and suddenly you disappear. And as you do, you just hear, "No! Get back here!" from the knight.
Sir, it is all right. We've one last heretic trapped here somewhere. We will find him, and we shall dismember him for his necromantic deeds.
Go get the Grandmaster of the Order. He'll
Aye,
know what
sir.
to do. And with that in mind, as the Necromancer begins to try and form the remnants of resistance, everything fades to black. We're going to end the session right there, guys.
Good game.
GG, guys.
I enjoyed kicking
Gee.
the party. That's a little too much.
That was a blast.
Yeah, that was
I
great.
enjoyed it.
that was fantastic though.
Thank you very much, guys, everybody who watched the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. A little bit slow in pieces, but that's what you get when players are obviously trying to learn the system, which a few of the players were. It was still very, very good though. If you remember, I said at the start of the stream, I'll say at the end. Make sure you guys like the stream and leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see on the channel in regards to these streams. If you've got a certain theme that you would like to see, if I do a one shot in the future.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, I'm just gonna hop on YouTube real quick to like the stream before.
Thanks,
before we
man.
end it.
thank you, and thank you as well to my players. Hope you guys enjoyed the session a bit longer than I would have anticipated, but here we are. We actually somebody got away, which I'm quite surprised about, to be honest. GG, well
Well, that
done.
makes two of us.
GG.
The Ratscape.
Shadowdark is infamously known for killing characters, and it has not disappointed in the slightest with today's encounter. Those knights are level 3, and definitely, you know, a reasonable, very fair challenge for you guys, but they managed to get the better of you, unfortunately. And yeah. We'll see what happens next time. I don't know if there will be a one-shot next week. I might be running my Shadowdark campaign as I have been on the channel. But I'm going to end the stream right there and speak to these guys a little bit before they leave. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on Loki.